That was so
Do I really
beautiful
have
that
every color
It's
the
that-
first word that people would have heard was
What's that song?
alive.
Oh no, yellow is in blue.
So
Why
good.
is
Good morning,
yellow
everybody.
blue?
Welcome to Cat's Tavern.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Hello.
We
Nobody
will
should be
inherently.
awake this early, so thank you for watching the VOD.
Yeah, I mean it's early for some of us. For other people, it's like the midday. So like, get out of bed. God.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm
What do
kidding.
you
You can
know?
listen.
I
You
feel
can listen in
attacked.
bed. It's totally fine. I mean, we understand. I am downing coffee as we speak. But good morning, everybody, and welcome to Ken's Tavern. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful Sunday morning, afternoon, or evening. If you're Yaren.
Sunday.
It is Sunday.
It's morning.
Well, for some of us. Oh my gosh. Today is going to be inherently sounding chaotic because we do have quite a few people playing today. But that's okay. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're very much looking forward to it. So, welcome back. My name is Magma, if you haven't been in here before. I am your DM for the Peekabou Campaign, which is the one we are doing today. We do have a couple other DMs as well, who are both in the house today. So, quickly shouting them out. Sandra, also known as Poxy Plays, was actually
Hello.
DMing yesterday during the Nightingale campaign. So if you were in yesterday, you would have heard her voice DMing, which was so much fun. So
Yes.
2 D&D sessions in a weekend. Y'all are spoiled.
Y'all are
And then and then we also, of course, have Marcus, also known as that censored rat, who is going to be DMing a campaign as well and is working very hard on getting that started. And so he's
trying.
with us today too. So
No.
shoutouts for that. And then we do have a couple other people that are interested in DMing. Dustin Echoes, who usually plays Argonis with us, will also be doing a one-shot very soon. So check out the Discord if you are interested in joining in on that. Sounds like it's going to be a ton of fun.
Yes.
And I know Bunny Baby as well is looking into DMing at some point.
Point.
When she's ready.
Unfortunately, I'm working on school right now,
Exactly.
but it's coming.
We
I
know
know.
it's coming down the road. So if you're interested in all in joining a campaign or haven't been a part of one of our campaigns before, make sure to join in the Discord so that you can hear when those are coming around the corner. Other than that, let's get started on today. So we are doing the Peekabou campaign today. The last session we had was a couple weeks ago, so I will quickly do an overview of what happened last day as best as I can remember. And then I will quickly introduce you to who is here today. Most people from last session have returned, and we also have a returning player as well today, so it's quite
Wonder who that
quite the
could be.
roster. I wonder who would that be? We don't know.
I don't know.
And then the very quick rundown of Ken's Tavern is that now I don't know if I can necessarily call us super new players to D&D, but I would still consider myself a new DM in that I do not know everything. And so if things come up during the session and we have any questions, if you do know and happen to be in chat, feel free to drop that in there because we super appreciate if you are here to help us out and keep the story running. If it's something that we do not know and nobody knows, and it's taking too long, I will probably just move the story along, make the mistake, and go back and learn it later. So forgive me for that because I still consider myself a fairly new D&D DM. All right, let's talk about
I'm
last day,
definitely
shall we?
still new to D&D. I don't know what you're talking about.
As you're like this like overpowered character. Yeah, okay.
That was an accident.
DM sobs into her coffee. So last day, let's see, you folks, you had been split into 2 parties. So we had one party that had entered through the water entrance into the secret passageway underneath the castle, and one group that had headed off to the tower entrance, convinced their way past some unintelligent guards to make their way into the underground pathway. They are on their way to the castle. If you haven't been in past sessions, they're on their way to the castle to stop an execution of a former sort of nanny / bodyguard of the princess who is currently with the party as well. So they are on their way to save this person from being executed by the king and queen, who are currently under some sort of evil influence. And so we haven't met them yet, and we don't know. We just know from Princess Hazel saying, like, they're different right now and executing this person for no reason. So they are on their way to their castle. During that time, the folks that were coming in through the water entrance ran into a basilisk and managed to finish off that basilisk pretty nicely, realized what it was pretty early on, and so kept their eyes closed for most of the fight, but still had a lot of buffers, so they didn't really take a lot of disadvantage on that one. managed to finish off the basilisk. The other folks sort of avoided most bad guys on their way. However, they did throw a harmless, helpless rock down a hole, where it fell hundreds and hundreds of feet. But they did manage to rescue it, so we did have a very intensive rock rescuing mission during that point. So don't worry, the pet rock is back. Does the pet rock have a name?
I
Wayne.
don't think it does.
I was like, okay, for a second there, nobody answered.
Rolly.
So I was
sorry.
so scared that
I
I was
kinda
talking to
forgot.
nobody.
I think you just called it Rocky last session.
Yeah, I
you
just
should
called it
have-
Rocky.
You should name it Dwayne, so it's Dwayne the Rock.
Yes.
Or Chris.
Chris, I like that one too.
Chris Rock. I like either, so either one works, or any other
Dwayne,
name. Like
I'm
Chris Rock
on-
had a name.
I'm on the side of Dwayne.
It's so good.
Pluto.
Let's call it
Pluto.
Maui, just from like Moana, just to be like a little like a step.
Maui. Aw.
Maui
Ugh.
the Rock. Kind of funny because
I like
it's like
that
an
movie.
island. Okay.
Y'all
So-
were naming my rock.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that,
That was a
my
handshake
rock
Mark
first.
just did when you said that.
Yeah, well, you traded it for 5 gold.
I wasn't
That's-
here.
I still feel gypped.
I still feel chipped.
I mean, I would be really happy. I don't like Moana.
I love it. Yeah, everybody's very passionate about this rock. It was a big deal. It was a huge part of last session was the rock rescue mission.
Yeah.
But they did manage to retrieve the rock. Vittoria had climbed down into what appeared to be a bottomless pit to rescue said rock, but did eventually find the bottom, so it wasn't actually bottomless. And at the bottom, everybody hydrate. Saw that it was.
I will hydrate with coffee.
Oh, that me too. Me too. But saw that it was somewhere that had definitely been traversed by quite a few people, but there was nobody actually like at the bottom of the hole. There was like a pool, like a shallow pool of water that's looked to be very specifically made in the bottom of this long hole, but nothing was there. So grabbed the rock, headed back up, and the team eventually made it around the corner to rejoin with the other half of the party, and they all made their way to the castle. They found that the tunnel actually came out underneath one of the beds in the servants' quarters. There didn't happen to be anybody around, lucky enough. They made their way down the hallways, and they were going to try to get to the garden outside to get around to the side tower to get down to the dungeon of the castle. On the way, they did run into 2 very friendly guards, who were perfectly fine until they decided that Ivan and Cirrus would tag team and like one punch these poor guards in the head and knock them out. They managed to knock one of them out right away, but the other one started to crawl away. So then they eventually, I think, what did you convinced them or you spelled them? You charmed them. I think that's what happened. Something like that. Can't remember
I
the
don't
exact
think I did
spell.
anything to them.
Somebody charmed one of them to kind of forget what was happening and say that they were going on a nice tour of the castle and locked them in a broom closet.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did no such thing.
I
Why?
can't punch a guard. I don't.
I have no idea. That wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It was the other Dragonborn.
It was the
It
other
wasn't
one.
me either.
Corinth is like, whoa, it wasn't me. So off they went outside into the garden. They managed to skirt around the outside of the castle and are now currently climbing up the tower to make their way to the dungeon. Whew, that's pretty good for like remembering most of it, I think. Did I miss anything? See, all of you did your homework. No, absolutely every detail of the last session.
My chickens are
Yeah.
in front of the lake.
They're still, the chickens are still,
three chickens.
they're having a great time at the other side of the harbor watching the water.
If
Ivan is
anything
also
happens to them, I will
completely-
legitimately cry.
Perfect.
Also, the DM has got a windstorm.
Oh my
A
gosh, did I not
windstorm
do the
from
windstorm?
3 sessions ago.
You still haven't gotten the windstorm
I
in?
still haven't done the windstorm.
Windstorm!
Okay, I'll have to think
Yeah,
We're
about that.
inside of a building. There, it happened.
It's
Yeah.
no, it's gonna come
We'll open the window.
It's gonna happen. I have it in big bubbled letters now in my planning sheet. Okay, yeah, Windstorm in the dungeon is like, that doesn't make sense. So I have to figure out. It's gonna be placed. It's gonna be placed. I promise.
Someone turn the AC
I've
on.
been pretty good about those random events, so I feel bad that I missed that one. Okay, so let's quickly introduce who's playing today before we jump into the session. So returning from last day, we have Vittore, played by paid what?
What?
Paid Bly.
I'm not
Paid
paid.
Bly.
I wish I was.
We paid nobody. Nobody's paid.
We are all paid
Oh,
actors.
God. I wish I
Fun
could pay you
fact,
all to
William
play D&D
Secret.
with me. That'd be the best.
Am I getting paid for this?
Wait, who's getting paid? Shh. Shh. Nobody tell anybody if I signed a contract with you. Okay, Vittore. Played by
Hello.
Geronimo, also known as Yaren. Welcome back.
Hello. I would like to shout out Bunny Baby's grandma.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Bunny
Yes.
Baby's grandma.
Bunny
Yes.
Baby's grandma is apparently listening to us on YouTube, which we very much appreciate. Which, by the way, it's not that it's that exciting on the YouTube channel, but that is where I store our sessions. So if you missed the session on Twitch and it disappears, then don't worry. Hopefully, Nicole remembered to export them to YouTube, which usually I do. I think I did lose one episode, but that's okay. It wasn't of the Peekabou campaign. I think it was the evil
episode.
campaign. Yeah, we lost a lot of the first episodes, but that's because we hadn't figured out our life yet. So they're lost.
Yet, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Does anybody ever
Uh,
really know what's going on in their life? Because
Right?
I, in all of my years,
These-
have not figured it out.
Show us these people who know what their life is like. Okay. Leda. We also have Lena returning, played by Call Me Ames.
Hello.
Welcome back. Usually I
That's
see the
Hello.
ever brooding
Hello.
Lena, and I feel like I've disappointed you.
Yeah. Lena's a little bit disappointed. She needs everyone to know that she's super broody
Right?
and not the most evil one in this campaign by far.
By far.
Evil is
I'm-
such a strong word.
Right, evil is just
It's subjective,
such a
really.
such a. It's a word.
It sure is a word.
It
It
sure
is
is one of those
definitely a
words
word.
that like
Oh,
are a word.
Oh.
You know.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you right
You're
now,
a
I'm not gonna be
word.
super OP today. I'm
Word.
rolling like nat ones on all of my dice.
Perfect.
Good.
all
Give
out of the
us
way.
I
some
sent
answers.
my DM crushing vibes over there.
In my life.
We also have Cirrus, played by that censored rat. We already sort of introduced you earlier, but now you're Cirrus.
Who's that? I don't know who that is. Hello.
We're doing well. We're doing well today. We've got Argonas, played by Dustin Echoes.
Hello.
Welcome back. Also known as the Portable Torch, also runs a lawn care company, just so you
Yes.
know.
Still working on the business cards.
Right. We've got Ivan, played by Mikey Likes It. He's probably extremely tired today, but we are appreciative of Ivan returning today.
Sorry, that was my younger brother.
Suddenly we're confused. Okay, Ivan needs a younger brother named like something relative to Ivan. I can't think of
Steve.
it right now. Just
Bob.
Steven and Ivan.
Steve Ironclaw. That sounds
But
like a
really what
bad
it is
name.
that technically Ivan was
Steve
named
Ivan.
Steven before, but then he was like, no, Ivan. And then now it's
Ivan.
Ivan. Okay, it's stupid.
A little bit of
The
lore
joke doesn't make
behind
sense.
the characters.
It doesn't make any sense.
His younger brother is Yuvan because he's
Yeah, exactly. Ivan
I'm
and Yuvan.
Ivan,
Yes.
Yuvan.
Yes. There we go. Mikey took the joke and made it better.
Meven.
And Meven. Who's Meven?
Meven.
Ivan, Yuvan, Meven.
That's
Who's
really
in
good.
that?
I didn't know that yet.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, they have Yuvan. He's their cousin.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've got Claire rejoining us, played by Bunny Baby.
Hi. So nice to see you again.
Hi.
Welcome back, the scariest bunny fae you will ever meet. Very nice, just frightening. And
Hey, trust me, I'm rolling nat ones, threes, and whale. I'm out of spells, so we're all just she's got
that
nothing.
is true. We did sort of tire out the bunny and took a lot of the spells. So that's true. Looking forward
She
to
did have to
seeing
fight a
how
basilisk.
desperate. Yeah. And then very, very welcoming back, or very, very happy welcoming back to Talia, played by Poxy Plays.
Hello,
It has
it
been
is I.
so long. I was like,
Talia,
remember
I
what
went
session
on
you were in
vacation.
last? We can't remember. I think it was when
I really do not.
I think you joined the party when they were traveling on the road to the castle at some point, because it's been quite a few sessions that we've been on the way to the castle. But I don't remember if it was before the werewolves, after the werewolves. Can't remember.
Before the werewolves.
Like,
'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't know we ran into werewolves until just
yeah,
now.
no, she was with the team that went to the Thieves City, if I remember correctly. 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
she joined us for like one session,
She joined us
sort of
after that.
randomly.
It was
Yeah.
right after the werewolves, I think.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I think you were
The
there for the
last
Gordon
thing I
Ramsay day.
remember-
Whenever we got banned. From
Yeah,
I was
because
there-
because Harry used the honey, so you were there for Gordon
Yeah.
Ramsay day, which was
Yeah.
on
The last
ground.
thing I remember is rolling up to the front of like a castle or something and there being a person, and then that's where it ended. Or maybe there was other episodes I was in after that and I just don't remember.
She was there for Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay
Yeah.
day. Day that will go down in infamy.
Think of this.
I still think that should be our tier 2 emote.
Gordon
Gordon
Ramsay.
Ramsay.
Yes.
I think it should be.
Yeah.
It'd be so good. Okay, we've introduced everybody. We've done the rundown. Let's get rolling. Okay, so we've got most of the party, other than currently Talia, who we will hopefully see soon. We have most of the party is currently climbing up these stairs around the side of the tower. So we do have our players that are here, but we also have two people that are with the party as well. Our NPCs, Princess Hazel and Corinth, the Dragonborn from the Thieves City, both who are hoping to save Gilm as well. So you folks are climbing up the side of this stone tower, trying to get into the castle from the outside once again. As you are climbing the tower, you hear a splash in the distance. You aren't quite sure what you have heard, but it sounded like a fairly loud splash. You look out into the gardens, you can see that there's a couple fountains kind of scattered throughout the gardens that you've walked by, but you don't see anything in particular. It's a really loud splash and apparently a very loud bird who is calling and needs to be distracted by some snacks. You continue making your way up the side of the tower, getting closer to the third floor, when suddenly, everybody roll me a d20 just for number's sake. I just want to hear a number.
Does that include me?
No.
Nat
Okay.
Now what?
rolling that
One.
ones. Nat
Oh.
20.
Oh.
I got 12.
I also got a nat 20.
Oh.
I got a I
Major
got a
pause.
19.
Oh, wow. High rolls. Like it.
I have an 8.
Okay, let's take our two nat
17.
20s. Roll off, please.
Roll off, roll off, roll off.
Roll off.
I'm
got
willing
11.
to bet Lino wins.
I got 11.
I got 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Lena, as you folks are all walking up the side of the tower, you feel a tug at the bottom of your pant leg. Looking down, you see an adorable otter is tugging at your pant leg and pointing towards the garden. You recognize this otter as none other than the famous Harry Otter.
I
His cute
tried
little
to pick up
glasses are
Harry the
dripping
otter.
water. He kind of chitters at you. He doesn't like bite you or anything, but he's like kind of shakes his head at you and he points eagerly down at the garden.
I'm excited.
Look at this! I like to make everyone else look at this, trying not to make too much noise, but making all the noise.
Hi, Harry. Airy?
Hi, Ari.
Harry, it's been
Hi,
so long, we don't know your
Harry,
name.
Harry.
Harry Potter.
Harry
I think he's trying to tell us something.
Lunch.
No.
No,
Ivan, it's not lunch.
We don't
Excuse
eat our
me?
friends.
do not eat Harry Otter.
Ivan, I swear to God, if you eat my otter,
You're not
it's gonna
there.
be a,
I'm
it's gonna be a
following the otter. I
fight
don't know
between
about
us,
the rest
buddy.
of you. It's so cute. So cute.
Yeah, that's Harry.
Hi.
Okay, so where's Talia?
Harry
Harry,
gestures
where's Talia?
very vigorously down towards the garden.
I think he's trying to tell us something.
I
don't know
think
what
he's
the
trying
hell
to
Harry
tell us.
Who's throwing the
run
well?
after the otter.
Talia
She's
stuck in the
just
well?
gonna follow.
He starts running down the steps into the garden.
I'm gonna follow him.
I chase the
I'm
otter.
gonna follow him.
Gotta run.
You chase.
Let's follow the damn otter.
I'm not going down these stairs.
Ivan refuses. But
Ivan's
everybody
like, "I
else
already
starts
went up
running
then."
down the tower. Hazel and Corinth are sort of confused, but Hazel recognizes the otter and thinks the otter's pretty cute because Hazel really likes animals, so also follows the party. Corinth stays with Ivan because Corinth has no idea what's happening. But everybody else kind of tears off down the tower, quickly down the steps, and follows Harry out into the garden. Harry leads you towards a large fountain in the middle. It's running softly, but at the bottom of the fountain you see there is a hole, and there appears to be someone stuck in the hole underneath the water. So some bubbles are coming up. You can see this person is sort of flailing about, and Harry is pointing very eagerly at this person in the fountain.
She fell down the well.
Yeah. Honestly, not surprising.
Claire's just gonna grab
We're
her
both
rope and
Lexi and Talia.
throw it down the well. Or not all of it. She's going to keep one side.
It's just like a fountain.
Throw it all
It's
down
not
the
a
well.
well.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
like
somebody's
so
just stuck in the
y'all are just
fountain.
standing at this fountain staring at this person.
Oh, it's a fountain.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a fountain.
How is
Then
she
Claire's going
stuck?
to attempt to help them out of the fountain. What?
Okay. How would you like to
Talia.
attempt?
I'm just at the Talia's at the bottom, just waving up,
Yeah.
having the time of her life.
Claire's going to like get close to the person and like offer her arm. Like just try and get close enough that she can pull them out.
Awesome. Roll me a strength check.
Oh yay. I rolled that at disadvantage constantly.
Talia,
Oh,
can you roll
baby.
me a quick dice, but can you just message it to me privately in Discord?
13.
A D20?
13.
Yeah.
I rolled
13 on
a
the
nat
strength check.
20 and a 13. I'm mad. 13.
That's not a number. Okay.
Okay. Oh no.
I think 13's a number.
Buddy Baby, or sorry, Claire, you are not able to pull Talia from the fountain. Would anybody else like to try?
I'll go over to the fountain. Is Talia actually stuck?
She looks stuck. She's not too scared or anything. Like she waves happily at you. And Talia, you may
Okay.
now play yourself because like Talia can
I'll-
breathe underwater, so this isn't like the hugest deal, but she's definitely stuck.
I'll just pick her up from like underneath her arms.
All right, roll me a strength check.
Okay. 16.
Not quite. She's very stuck.
What did you get, Sandra?
Alright. Serious. How about you and I? You grab one arm, I'll grab the other.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
strength
One-
check with advantage.
1, 2, 3. 19.
Nice.
4.
You heave on Talia, like from both sides. You pull her out of this hole in the fountain. She jumps out of the water. You're very
what were
excited,
you stuck
Talia.
in?
I wasn't stuck. I was just having fun. I want to see how long it would
Oh.
take you guys to pull me out.
Okay.
I can breathe underwater.
Oh,
Him from
right.
you.
Yeah.
It's like the worst time to roll a 19.
I know. I've been
Really
rolling. I've been playing on my D20 all morning, and I've hit nothing lower than a 15.
So good.
So
Nice.
All right, Talia has rejoined the party. Harry is very excited. Harry kind of crawls up onto Talia's shoulder and like
Hi,
waves
Talia.
friendly at everybody.
I put Harry's. I reach in my pack and I pull out a little hat and I put it back on Harry's head.
Harry,
Like Harry
looks out
immediately.
proudly.
Harry has a hat.
Harry has a hat. Harry is precious. We must protect Harry at all costs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like how Urin's distant because
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Just
trying
gonna
to
stand there staring at each other.
Don't we have somewhere to
Awkward
be?
silence.
gotta turn here.
So, what are y'all doing?
We're trying to stop an execution from happening.
We're not very
Ooh,
efficient
fun.
at it though.
We're breaking another person out of jail. Want to help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
let's go.
I run towards the. I run towards a building. I assume is where we're supposed to be going.
Like just
no,
generally
Talia, the
towards
other
the
way.
castle.
Nope, wrong way.
I
I'm gonna pick
I
her
like
up.
do a U-turn.
I'm gonna pick her up.
All right, you snag up Talia, head back through the
Thank
gardens
you.
toward the tower where Ivan and Corinth wait impatiently.
Oh, it's Harry I see with the hat. I thought it was
Yeah.
Hi, Ivan.
Yeah, with
Harry.
the hat you can recognize him.
Yeah, the hat. That, without the hat, how's there like one charm? Or,
Who eats otters?
Somebody ordered one.
What?
who doesn't?
Talia starts like panic over the thought of Ivan eating her best friend.
It's okay, we won't let him eat Harry.
Hazel sort of steps in. Ivan, maybe you shouldn't totally share what kind of
Shit.
animals you eat with everybody.
Sorry.
Well, I've had beaver, otter, ox, werebear,
Silence prepared.
bunnies.
You ate oh
They're like people.
Well, not
over
me
here.
per se. My brother's like, you know, in the army and stuff. They killed one.
is that Weavin or Yuvin?
Claire's going to start
Is it
walking
Vaven?
like towards the
Vaven.
dungeon, just like completely ignoring Ivan's rambling about the creatures he's eaten.
Bunny,
Claire's not
Listing
impressed.
off all of the
Fox.
animals. You folks continue up the stairs into the tower.
Squirrel.
As a side note, I have totally forgot to say this to anybody, and you know when things happen and you're like, I need to tell people that this happened. I almost like ran over an otter the other day because it like ran out in front of my car, and
Where do you live that there are just otters?
it was like
There are just otters
yeah,
running around?
Yeah, it was. I've never had that happen in my life. I've never seen one like on the road. But I live near the ocean, so that makes sense. But it was like on the way back from my sister's cafe, and this thing like literally tried to throw itself at my vehicle, and I was like, good thing I was paying attention. I'm a cautious driver, but it was like, I have to tell people that this otter like ran in front of me, and I haven't told anybody. It was like 2 weeks ago, so I'm sharing
a
it with you. You're
sign
the
that-
first people to hear this.
We were meant to come back.
Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, total aside, just had to share. You guys are climbing the side of the tower and making your way up. So here is what it looks like. Once you're on the stair, it sort of winds around up to the 3rd floor of this tower on the castle. This is usually where the guards are. So Hazel's sort of sharing this with you, that the guards do kind of hang out in these towers. It's not super busy because they're not really expecting an attack right now or anything like that. But this is usually where the guards are kind of found, who are responsible for taking care of the castle itself. So there's most likely going to be guards inside this tower. There won't be many, and they won't be on high alert, but they're probably hanging out in the tower. When you make it to the top of the stairs, there is a door leading into the tower. It's closed currently. What would you like to do?
I would like
Ivan
to
walks up.
Ivan, would you
distract
like
the
to do
guards
honor
by doing a dance.
by doing a dance?
Okay, so Vittoria, you want to try distracting them?
Yes,
Okay.
because that worked so well the last
It
time.
works very well, yes. Ivan, were you going to say something as well?
I was going to walk up to them.
I'm gonna walk up.
I have my disguise.
How
You have your
how many
helmet on your
guards are
ponytail.
there?
Yeah.
Hmm?
You don't know yet. You haven't gone in.
Yeah, I was just
Oh.
going to knock.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the option of knocking.
I mean, we do have the princess,
You do.
so she could knock.
Mm-hmm. And from what you know, no one has found the guards in the broom closet.
That's a good
Is
sign.
there like a-
positive
That's a
thing.
plus.
Is there like a
good thing.
peephole we can look through?
You can roll me an investigation check and see if you can find a like crack or hole in the door. Sure.
15?
Yeah, sure. You can find sort of like the side of the door has just enough gap that you can see some of the room.
I
I
press
try to
my
show.
face up against it to look inside the room.
Okay. So when you look
It's a-
in from where you
Push it open.
are, you can see that there's like one guard who is sort of leaning up against the wall opposite to you. You can also see that there's like a staircase to the left that leads sort of up to the very top of the tower, and there's also like a staircase that leads down to the next floor. So you can see one guard from the crack in the door that you're at.
Can I cast Hold Person? Since I can see.
Yeah, does it
It's
have a
the choose a
range?
humanoid that you can see within range.
Yeah, I can.
The target must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration.
What's the range of it?
60 feet.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you can definitely cast that. Okay, so they have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, the hit DC thing says 14 wisdom. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, that sounds about right, because mine's 13, but I think it's your spell DC.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right to me too. Mine's 15.
Y'all have Hold Person.
Ooh, they happen to roll a 17.
Oh,
come on! I was trying to come in here.
I know, that's so good.
Save the day.
And like
Look how
usually,
cool.
We really could just send Hazel.
Will they know after that spell? Does it say that they know that you've tried it?
I don't think so. Cause
I'll roll an intelligence check. Hold on. They don't know.
Solid.
Okay, so you're sort of peeking into the crack. You go to, like, cast this hold person on this guard that you can see. He sort of, for a second, goes still, and then kind of shakes it off, and is like, oh, that was a weird feeling, man. I feel like I just zoned out there for a second. And you hear another voice like, Jim, you're always zoning off. It's not unusual.
Just hear the airplane going by.
It's an airplane.
Can you guys hear that?
There's the tower.
Yeah.
There's the tower.
You guys can hear that?
That was funny.
I can barely hear it.
Some artificer just flies by.
Yeah.
It's that gnome again.
Let me turn down my mic settings.
I mean, I was fine with hearing the airplane.
Oh good, at least it's not like a bunch of vacuum bees.
Vacuum bees?
Yeah, it was like my last
The
stream.
bees.
I can't remember if it was my last stream, but my neighbor was like vacuuming upstairs, and everybody was like, "Are those bees?" I'm like, "Yes."
Oh.
It really
Bees.
sounded like bees.
It's obviously a hive of bees that lives upstairs. Anyway, all right, so you can see that this guard was not affected by the hold spell, doesn't seem to notice that someone had cast a spell on them, and then you do hear someone else speak back to them in the room.
Would I fit through the little hole that Thalia just looked through?
Roll me a dexterity check. Let's see if you can.
I can make them fit.
I will.
I can make them fit.
I roll a 22.
Oh, you fit. You dang
Yeah,
fit.
I imagined.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
really
Victoria, you
doing
can
this
walk
the
up and
hard
sort of
way.
turn sideways, and you can slip through the door. What are you hoping to do inside?
Distract them by doing a dance.
Okay. Victoria.
Because I'm gonna try it until it works.
All right. That's fair. You slip through the door. You can see that in front of you, there's the one guard that's sort of leaning up against the wall. Right now, he's sort of shaking himself out, like maybe he thinks he's been standing there too long. And then you also see that there is a second guard that is sort of sitting in a chair close by, just reading a book. These people look very bored. But there's no one else on this floor of the tower currently. Would you like to roll a performance check for me to distract them with a dance?
Yes, I would very much like to do that.
All right. Roll a performance check.
A 17.
All right. They're pretty bored. So let's see here. They are highly entertained. Okay. You kind of crawl through the side of the door. You make your way in. You sort of give them a wave, and they can hear like the little clink of your like dagger or something. And they turn to look at you, and they're like, "Aw, look at this little mouse. He's all dressed up." And then you start doing this like elaborate dance for them, and they're like, "What? Who trained this mouse. That's amazing!" And they're like, "Woohoo!" And they're like clapping. One of them like finds some crumbs and like throws some crumbs down for you. They're very excited about you performing this dance. They're so excited that they shout out and they go, "Hey, Tom, you gotta get up here. There's a dancing mouse. I swear, it's dancing." And you hear Tom go, "Are you freaking serious right now, you guys? If this is another joke, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm just so tired of you. I don't want to work in this tower anymore." And they go, "No, Tom, seriously, the mouse is dancing." And Jim's not kidding. Tom, the other guard, comes wandering up the stairs, also sees this dancing mouse, and they all are just watching you dance.
Well,
Everyone on the outside of the
don't know if
tower,
this is better
you
or
can hear
worse.
everybody, all these guards inside the tower are cheering at Vittore and talking about a dancing mouse.
now, good job, but I don't think this helps us. We have the princess. So I don't think we needed a distraction, but good job, Yaren.
Hazel,
You did great.
Hazel kind of like nods. She's like, "What if?" She's like, "I feel like the distraction sort of worked, but what if we go in and I just say like I've been training the mouse or something, and we want to show it to the captain? I don't know. We could make something up and maybe it'll work."
Yeah. Don't.
Indeed.
Would it be better to
Vittori
say to
continues
the
dancing
captain? Because I
vigorously.
feel like then they might bring the captain. That's not something we want because I'm pretty sure the captain knows that I set fire to the execution.
Hazel sort of looks at you. Is that a fire?
Yeah,
No.
Talia high fives Cirrus.
Thank you. I didn't do that.
Coincides.
That's not something
we
I
had.
did.
Yeah, we had absolutely nothing to do with the fire at the execution stage at all.
I
We
meant
just
like
happened
a
to be in the
fire,
area.
a fire inside their hearts, you know?
Yes,
Talia
exactly.
gasps and she goes, "That was you guys? I saw that fire. That was really cool."
In the fountain.
What fire? There was a
From the
fire?
fountain.
Oh
The
my
one that you
God.
set, you know, it was
I
so
hope
cool.
There was
everybody
no
was
fire.
okay. I didn't do.
Can I just go through the door now?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Fire.
Ivan, you tried the handle. It's unlocked. And the door can swing open.
I walk through the door.
The guards are still like slightly distracted by this dancing mouse. At this point, it's like like a whole flash dance scene here where Vittoria is literally like dancing around the room and really getting into it. There's no music, so it's absolutely just a silent dance. To nothing.
No. Vittoria's beatboxing.
Okay, now Vittoria is beatboxing. It's not very good because you didn't roll like a 20 on that.
It's not very
it's
good.
like the dance is good, but the beatboxing is like pretty bad. But the guards are sort of distracted. They do look up and see you folks coming in. They sort of look taken aback a little bit. They go to reach for their weapons, but then they do spot that you are with Hazel, and they kind of relax a little bit. "Oh, princess!" And they
At ease, man. At
bow down.
ease. I start walking towards a direction.
Excuse me, sir. Princess, do you need something? Can we help you with anything? Hazel sort of looks at them. No. This is a visiting party of ambassadors from various places across the land, and I was tasked with giving them the tour of the castle, and I thought I would show them the towers and our delightful dungeon.
Don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
I quickly reach in my bag and I dress Harry up in a little suit and tie, make him look all fancy. I go, he's an ambassador.
They all look and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I can." Yeah, they look. Nice to meet you all. You are.
Harry bows.
It's great to have you here. Did you visit the gift shop? They look at Ivan to see the helmet that's like placed on your ponytail.
Do you think I've been to the gift shop yet?
We just assumed that you got maybe one of our.
You're going to be assuming now?
No.
All right, so I have
How dare
already been
you.
delayed 12 days. I need to see the rest of this outlay. I want to see everything as fast as
How-
possible. You guys
honestly.
are in our way.
Dang it, Jim.
Please
Shouldn't have said anything.
decide.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, sir. You know, there's no need to get that to see. Go ahead. Just look at Princess. Just have a good tour. Just have a good
Thank
tour.
you.
Is the
I
mouse
walk
with
off.
you? Because we're very entertained.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can have them. That's fine.
Okay.
I'd love to take him home to my kids.
Yeah,
No.
we trade.
I wave
I'm
at.
gonna
I wave.
no, I'm gonna pick up.
Hazel kind of
Tori.
laughs. I don't think he would be the best mouse to take home to your kids.
Yeah, no, probably not. He
He has
bites.
pointy things.
You bite.
He bites, and it hurts.
It tickles. It's not. It's fine. We trained plenty of them. They do
No,
a
no,
little
no.
dance.
There's nobody like Vittori.
There's one right.
He
Oh no!
bites.
Thank you, Sirius.
Where?
Thank you.
I left mine at home. I just walk off.
Just walk off.
I'm at the mouse depot.
Awesome. So these guards are like mightily convinced. They're some at the lower level. They're not privy to any extreme information, so they seem like they totally believe what's happening here. They're a little sad that you're taking the mouse away because that was very entertaining, and they are uber bored. But they kind of bow again to Hazel. So what you're sort of in the top part of this tower. Above would be like the outside part of the tower to like observe the city. And then there's a staircase sort of to your left that leads downward to the next level.
I go down.
Okay. Yeah, you head down the stairs. There's no guards in this room because Tom was down here but joined the other two guards upstairs. Here it looks like this is kind of almost like the guards' break room. There's a couple benches and tables that have like a smattering of like old food. And then there's a few weapons racks that sort of line the walls. And there's also another staircase leading down.
I personally go check the weapon rack.
Sure, yeah. Do you want to investigate? See if you can find
I
anything
do.
entertaining?
Can I also do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both of you can
Same.
roll me... Anybody who like wants
Yeah.
to take a look, you can roll me a check.
I'll take a look.
What kind of a check did you say that was?
Investigation.
Investigation. Oh, heck yeah. 19 total.
I drag the
I roll a
withered
21.
man
I got a
with
nat
me.
20.
Ooh,
I had an 11.
I got a 17.
Oh, everybody's rolling pretty high.
Argonis.
Hmm?
Argonis, come here.
All right.
I'm
What you
going to
got?
need your help. I
Oh,
can't
Lord.
seem to see this. I think I need your guidance.
All right. What are you looking
Oh,
for?
I kind of
I'm
also need your
looking
guidance.
at this weapons rack, and I don't know if there's anything special on there
Alright.
yet.
I will
Yeah, I can't
use
see clearly.
guidance. I will use guidance to help Ivan look. Are you looking for a new battle axe? What are you looking for?
I just want to see something pointy, and if it's
Something
really sharp.
pointy.
I don't know what's on the. I can't
Alright.
tell. It's you where you have that field of vision, and it's just kind of blurry a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Add 3 points to your investigation.
Sweet.
I can only
I
use that
got
for
a
one person
6.
though.
I got a 6 with that.
Oh.
God. Okay. Okay, can everybody tell me again what they rolled?
18.
20.
17.
I got a nat 20.
Okay. Awesome.
Net 20 plus 1, so 21.
Oh,
Okay.
for investigation. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Nobody wants weapons, but I wanted
I don't know why I acted like I had a modifier. I do not.
I have
Okay.
a +4 modifier.
For Ivan, you don't see anything that you like. Everything looks like garbage to you because there's no cool axes or anything that you would like. So everything looks like utter garbage. For our kind of 17-18 range, or would you like anything in particular?
11.
Would you prefer like something that's like range? So there's some bows, like there's some like more like, you know, javelins or spears, and then there's like a couple different little swords and daggers. thoughts, feelings?
I gotta
'Cause
see
I-
what I'm accustomed to. I guess a better scimitar I could use.
Okay.
Or if
Using
I
my
can find
pencil.
an axe for Ivan.
Ooh, okay.
I am blind.
I mean, I was gonna do that as well because I roll a 21 and all the weapons are way too big for me. So I was gonna give something to Ivan, actually.
Okay.
Even though he wanted to give me away.
I can look for something for Cirrus. You need help looking for a weapon, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I will. What are you looking for?
Scimitar.
Okay.
Okay. You do see that there are a couple scimitars here. Both look like fairly regular, but they are made out of like silver, which is really nice. So that's more than what you've come across like before.
Ooh.
So there are a couple of those. There isn't an axe here, in particular. That's kind of why Ivan like couldn't find anything that he liked. So there's no axes, but there are like a couple swords and like bows. And then there's like a couple daggers. This is sort of like the lower level guard rack, so there isn't a ton of like super cool magical items, but
Oh, yeah.
Cirrus, would you like a shiny new scimitar? This
Yes,
looks like it's made out
please.
of silver.
I would like a shiny new scimitar.
Okay.
Hand me. I got an idea. Hand me your old one, and I'll swap it out with this one, so they don't recognize, or so they don't know that something was stolen.
Okay, I hand him my old scimitar.
Okay. And I will place that back on the rack.
Okay.
And hand Cirrus the silver scimitar.
Yay. Thank you. Very much.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Okay. Who else was looking for stuff?
Me, I got a 21. Or 21. I got a 19. I don't know why I said 21. I am
Okay.
so
I
tired.
got
I
it.
got a 20.
Okay. I'm trying to use this like fancy little app thing, but it is taking a little bit. So I'm not sure if I would
I would
recommend
turn to
it.
help.
Good. Yeah. But I'm trying to like see if I can do like a different rarity and stuff. And it's like sort of working, but not like super well. Not like my favorite. Cool. Okay. Basically like there's a couple other weapons here. They just look like a little bit better than your sort of usual weapon. So like whatever one you're carrying, like there's a couple daggers here, there's a couple like short swords, various things like that. There is definitely a couple javelins here. And basically they just look like these are the ones that are made for the castle guard. So instead of like your usual, this would give you a +1 bonus to any of your attacks.
Cool. Claire doesn't actually have a weapon other than a dagger, so she's just gonna grab a +1 javelin.
Great, yeah. So it'd be like a regular javelin, but you would add a +1 to your attack and damage rolls that are made with the weapon.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any
Uh,
shields by any chance?
Yeah, there's a couple shields, but they just look kind of regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get a fancy new spear?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely a couple like spears here. Same idea. They just look like they're crafted like better than ones that you would run across in a regular store because they're for the castle guard. So +1 bonus for your attack.
Cool. Thank you.
Hey, Princess, is okay if we're all just borrowing some of this?
She's sort of like watching this. She hasn't like said anything, but she's.
I don't want to die.
Yeah,
I'm out
yeah.
of spells.
She kind of nods and she says,
I'll
like,
give it back to you.
I think by the time we get Gillum out of here, we may really need this.
Well, Hazel, why don't you grab a weapon too?
She
Yeah.
kind of looks. Yes, that would make sense. She's like, it's been
Here,
a while,
put
but
the
I
shield
did
on
train.
you too. I try to put a shield on one of her arms.
It's like pretty heavy, but she actually manages to carry it, and you are impressed. She kind of holds onto the shield, swings it onto her back like a pro, and picks up
That's
one of
my
the
wife.
little short swords.
It's not your wife, Ivan.
Well, my fake wife, you know. Remember that one thing that happened?
There is also a couple like pieces of armor here, so if anybody is needing anything like chainmail or something like that, there are a couple pieces like that here.
Can I get armor for Harry?
God.
Oh my god, yes.
Can I get him a little, just like a little helmet?
Okay, you see like there's like a little like
Good
leather armor helmet here for that would maybe fit Harry. It's like a little big. It's probably for a halfling, but it sort of fits on Harry's
I'd say
head.
Harry's the size of like a little smaller than a halfling.
Right? We'll give him a +1 AC for his little leather helmet.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm teaching him how to like strap it and like put it on.
Yeah, he looks
I'll take care of
super
it.
dashing in his like ambassador suit with a leather helmet on.
So you said we have chainmail here?
There is some chainmail, yeah.
Does anybody want to investigate this one? See if it's fancy? Huh? Anybody? I don't think I'm gonna be able to tell if this one's any
Would
good.
you like me to investigate it?
Ah, yeah. You got good eyes.
You got good eyes.
Am I allowed to investigate
Yeah,
the chainmail?
you can roll an investigation on the chainmail to see if it's like
Okay.
better than what Ivan might be wearing at the moment.
I will use guidance on myself.
Guidance!
10 total.
Can I try?
You can't necessarily tell the difference between this
Huh?
and something else.
Looks like just some chainmail.
Mm,
Can I try?
Yeah, Talia, you could try.
Kind of not 20.
Oh my
And
god.
nat 20?
Flex.
I don't know what it is with these.
You take
with
the
the rolls
look,
today.
Keep using that
and
die.
you actually you realize like even though Argonis couldn't tell, this is actually elven chain, so it's actually quite a nice set of like chainmail. So you actually know that if you do wear this, like yeah, you'd gain like a +1 bonus to your AC, and you'd be considered proficient from wearing it.
I look at it, and then I look at Ivan, and I look back at the chainmail, and then I look at Harry, and I look back at Ivan. And as I'm about to give the chainmail to Harry, I go, no, and I give it to Ivan, and I explain that
It would 100%
That's fine.
not fit Harry.
it was me swimming in it.
But it looks like it may just be big enough for Ivan to wear. It can drape over fairly easily. But yeah, this gives you a +1 to your AC, Ivan, while you wear the armor. And then if you're not proficient already in chainmail, you would be considered proficient.
oh yeah, I think
Can
Paladin's
Yeah,
blah, 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 blah.
can
Yeah.
I see if there's anything that might be better than studded leather for Claire, and just kind of look?
Other than like the kind of couple pieces of chainmail, there isn't a ton else here in this room. It's pretty sparse. It's like people have gone on their breaks and kind of left a couple pieces.
I walk
Oh,
off and
whoops.
try to hide myself as I change my clothing.
I cover Ivan so he can change.
You can barely cover my foot.
Claire's still
That was
going
his
to like
big toe.
investigate to see
I
if there's
shall.
like anything that would be decent for her.
Okay.
I shall stand in front of
Or for
Ivan and shield
herself.
him with
I
my
can
arms.
totally roll my die without like throwing it across my entire freaking room. That is a total of 17.
Okay. What is it that like you can wear that would be better than your studded leather? Like
She can
just
wear light
trying to
and
think of
medium
like if it
armor.
would be like anything better for you.
She can wear light and medium armor. And shields. That is all. She's not proficient with most armor.
I mean, like, yeah. Other than there's a couple pieces of just like the chainmail, but the
I'm gonna
chainmail is
double
heavy
check.
armor, so that wouldn't be like super great. There is like a chain
Yeah.
shirt, which is a medium armor, so that could help. But whether or not it would change like what you're at now, like what's your AC now?
16.
Yeah, I don't know if it would super help you. It doesn't offer a
Ow.
+1 or anything.
She has studded armor, which is 12. Her dex is pretty high, and she has a shield. That's how she has 16.
Yeah, I don't think the chain shirt would help you
Okay.
in this case. But yeah, you never know what we might find later
Fair
on.
enough.
But yeah, that's pretty much like the pickings that you've got up here. You can hear the 3 guards are still upstairs, kind of like talking with each other. They're still talking about the mice, but it's probably a good idea to maybe head out of this room if you're busy digging through their things.
Yeah.
Lena's just touching all the short swords and daggers, being like,
Alright,
there's
so-
nothing
Did you
hard
roll?
about
Did
it.
you roll, Ames? Did we find anything?
I did. I got a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you see that there's like just kind of regular daggers here, none that are better than the ones that you're currently carrying.
Sad
So,
times. She's
Real
still touching
quick,
them
Mm-hmm.
What's the armor class for the elven chain?
I think it might be medium.
Yeah, then it might not be good for me.
Okay. Yeah.
'Cause I think it's actually lowering my AC.
Yeah. Okay. So then it might not be the best bet.
Okay. It didn't quite fit.
Yeah.
We're saying
fits, but it just you're like, this isn't any better than what I've got.
Yeah.
though.
hang on.
Yeah, it's a medium armor.
Okay.
Can Claire try it?
Yeah. If medium armor is
that,
better.
Would that be what is it? Hang on, let me double check.
So
Oh yeah, it
from
would be
what-
better for me.
Yeah, so when
It
I
would be
looked at it, it was I just have elven chain is what it's called, and it says armored chain shirt.
Yeah, it would technically be better for Claire.
Great. Yeah.
So-
Then you can
So
swap
Claire's
out.
going to see. Can I try it?
It doesn't quite fit.
Oh.
Pay for the
Can I-
beds.
Thank you for
So
the bits.
Claire's going to like duck behind a wall to change it,
Well-
change out her armor, even though she wears her armor over
Right,
a
exactly.
brown
But you're
dress.
just like very modest.
Yes.
Yeah, you can switch it out. Just like kind of what I said with Ivan. This one gives you a +1 bonus to your AC while you wear it. And you already can wear medium armor, so it doesn't give you. But
Oh, okay. Now I'm hard to hit. Cool. Like
Awesome.
I needed anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just maybe. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm just kind of going off what it's reading for me here. Perfect. Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, you're still in the room. There's a staircase leading down, or a staircase leading back up to the 3 guards that are hanging out in the room above you.
Feel like we
I
should go
also
down.
rolled an investigation.
Okay, so was there anything that I said that you would like? There's not a lot of armor that would be your size.
No, I know, but is there maybe a halberd?
Not that I had in my list.
Okay, because that would basically be a battle axe for Ivan. So I was gonna give that to Ivan, but
No. Oh yeah. Yeah.
if it isn't
no.
there, it isn't there.
Yeah, we didn't have anything that was like an elven type or Ivan, an Ivan type of weapon. In
like
this
it.
particular
I like
area.
it.
Okay, so we can continue now.
Cool. Okay, so there are staircases leading down. Hazel sort of gestures towards those as well, knowing that the further sort of you descend into the tower, the closer you are to the dungeon. So you head down into the next level. You find yourself once again in an area. This time it's a little bit more open, but still made of stone. Thank you so much for those bits. You do see a couple more weapon racks on the walls, but these are fairly empty. There's not a lot left in this area. This doesn't seem
want
to
that
be
bird.
where most of them hang out.
Nah.
What's up, bud? He's like,
The floorboards
I
are
must...
like super creaky.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is awesome.
Oh,
Where everything is cool when we're part of a
you're a
team.
funny bird. Very excited about D&D 2 days in a row. I get up early. I get snacks. Okay, so you find yourself in the room that's sort of at the bottom of the staircase, and you see that from here there is a door that leads off into a bit of a darker corridor, but it is lined with like torches. It sort of looks like you have made your way to the base of this tower.
I grab a torch off the wall.
Okay.
I mean, we have Argonis.
Yes. I will use produce flame. I make my own torch.
I stare at you and I just go, and I walk off with it.
He's salty because we didn't have you there.
I couldn't fit in that oven shirt.
It's okay, Ivan. We'll find you armor later.
It's okay.
Apparently, I wear heavy.
Okay, so you kind of make your way into this hallway. You can see it kind of stretches out in front of you, lined with the torches. This is definitely sort of looking like doesn't look dungeony here because it's pretty like well cared for. But you see that there are two sort of doors off on the left hand side of the wall, and then there is a door on the right. And then at the end of the hallway, it branches to the it turns to the left, basically.
Left is always right. I go left.
I thought left was
Period.
always left.
No, it's always right.
It's always
No.
right.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going back to the riddle from yesterday, where left was right and right was left.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No.
That was a time.
I'm sorry, okay?
Hey, people got it. I just like did not get it.
Yeah.
On the left hand side of the hallway, there are the two doors. So if do you want to try the first one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. You kind of open the first one and you find yourself in sort of another hall, but this looks like it could be like the guard barracks, like where these castle guards probably stay. So there are a few rooms, so the hall kind of curves off in sort of a left or like an L shape. So it goes off to your right before it turns again to the left. And then there are sort of two doors in front of you that look like they sort of lead into maybe a couple of rooms. To your right, you see a door that looks like it leads into some sort of like kind of wash basin area, and possibly into like a latrine. And sort of you're in like the guards' living quarters.
I feel like this isn't the right way.
I feel like if we're in here, we're gonna get yelled at.
Can I go check
Hazel
the
kind of
other door?
kind of like not loudly, but she like at a mid level is like, and this is the guard barracks where the guards live.
Oh yes. I see.
She peeks out
I
of the
quickly
hallway.
shut the
Very
door.
nice.
She's like, okay,
Beautiful.
nobody's here, but I just wanted to make sure that if anybody noticed that we are on the tour.
Okay. What about this one? I point at the next door.
Which one, on the left hand side of the hallway or the right?
Yeah, wherever we are currently at. Because wasn't there two doors on the left?
Yes, yeah, there was. So when you go to the second door, it actually also leads into the barracks. So
Are we
you're
all in
kind
the
of
same
just
like hallway?
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I
So
think
that
I'm
big
seeing
hallway.
a pattern here.
Wait,
What
I
if it's
have an
not
idea.
Hmm.
Miss Princess person thingy-majig.
Yes.
Is there any place, and Vittoria says this at a certain volume so that people might be able to hear it when if they're close. Is there any place where you keep prisoners that are going to get executed? I would like to see that.
Really?
Well, good
Shut up.
ambassador,
Very subtle.
sir, from the Mouse Kingdom, there is a place that we keep prisoners that will be executed. Let me show you where that is.
That would be an amazing plan.
I feel like that would be very entertaining.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
I think we need a performance check on this shit.
This is an amazing tour so far.
Wow. Concerned.
Performance.
So many levels.
Everyone roll performance.
Right? She
Okay.
backs back into the hallway. She gestures off quietly to the right-hand side door, and you can see that on the door is a little sort of sign that says like captain's office. So she kind of like puts a finger to her lips and is like, kind of be quiet around this door. It's shut at the moment, and you don't like hear anything, but it does say the like captain's office on. She points off down the hall and kind of gives a shrug. She doesn't totally know where she's going, but feels like this is the right way to go, and heads off down the hallway.
I follow her.
Meanwhile, we're
Thank you.
trying to keep Ivan from knocking on that door.
Yeah, we're making sure that Ivan doesn't knock on the captain's door.
Can I ding dong ditch the door?
No.
No, you can't.
No. Can I wait until everyone's like further away and then I like send Harry
make
to
sure
knock on the door and then
everybody
I
run
is
away?
committed
front of me.
arson.
I didn't
What?
commit arson. You committed arson.
What?
If
Oh,
they see
dear.
me,
Oh,
I'm going to get arrested. I don't feel like getting arrested.
Technically,
see
they
you.
can't. If they don't see you, they can't arrest you.
Okay, But it
Let's
might be-
not risk it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never heard risk it for the biscuit.
I
Is someone knocking on the door, or are we continuing on down the hallway?
Oh,
Can
we're
I
walking
ding dong
away.
ditch?
No.
Can Harry ding dong ditch?
Lena is restraining Talia, like
Okay,
arms
Talia-
behind her back.
I will let Harry attempt it and see if anybody stops Harry from.
Claire will.
I will
pick up
jump on Harry.
Claire will pick him up as he passes her.
Yeah. Okay. Roll
I
me.
want no
Roll me
part
a
of
dex
this. I'm
check.
walking down the hall.
Dex check for Harry.
Dex.
And a dexterity check for anybody that's trying to catch Harry.
Can I add my?
Mhm.
No,
I will
I don't
do it.
care. I would get
For
arrested.
Mr. Otter, I would give him a +2 to dexterity.
That would be a 21.
Vittore threw a 23.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you are
Wow, that's lucky. Okay.
lucky.
This is like it's like a football game where like Harry's
Scrambling
like
away
tearing
from it.
off down the field to get a touchdown,
Harry,
and there's
go.
just like football players like diving in from the left and right trying to catch this otter as he heads towards the door. He's almost in the end zone, and then Vittori steps out in front of him, and there's a slight like pause as they both look at each other and try to intimidate each other. But Harry backs down. The end.
Pick Harry up, and you tried your best, buddy. We'll try. We'll try when we leave.
Vittore bangs his chest like a gorilla.
It's
I feel like
silent,
everyone's just
no
like,
one can
would
hear
never
it.
play with her again.
All right. You avoid Harry knocking on the door, and you continue down the hallway. You come to the turn in the corridor, and you see that there are 2 doors ahead of you. One has like bars on it, and it's like a big, heavy wooden door with bars sort of in the window area. There's a massive lock on this door. The one to the right is sort of slightly different. It's still like a wooden door, pretty heavy set, but there is actually like a window in this door, and you can see that there are lights, like different colored lights sort of reflecting off the window of this door.
There's lights on
We
this
were
door.
distracted by a dog. Wait.
Yeah. Claire's going to look at the princess and be like, "Well, you know this place better than we do."
Hazel kind of laughs nervously. To be fair, the last time I was down here was when I was really little, and I don't remember that door. She points to the right. She's like, I'm pretty sure the one with the bars in it leads to the actual cells, but I have no idea what the one to the right is.
Well, we probably
Can
want to-
Vittore see if there are any mice around to ask them?
Yeah, roll me like what have we been doing with that? Nature check, I think.
I think it was a nature indeed.
Yeah, roll me a nature check and see if you can communicate with any of the
16.
local dungeon mice. Well, let me see.
6.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it to you. You kind of do your whole little like Marco Polo thing. Would you like to say Marco?
I would like to say Marco.
Yes, okay.
Hereby I say Marco.
And you hear a little mouse reply, Polo? And this little kind of mouse crawls out from the big wooden door in front of you with the bars. It crawls out, looks at all of you, looks kind of frightened, kind of rubs its paws on its face a little bit and looks at you, Vittori. You look a little fancy.
I am a little fancy.
Mickey.
Well, aren't you special?
Also, we're looking at Mickey right now. Wait. Okay, so I'll ask the mouse if he knows where the prisoners are being kept.
He goes like, prisoners? Like the people they keep in the cages?
Yes, the people in the cages, indeed.
Oh, yeah, back
Okay.
there. He points at the big wooden door with the bars in it.
And I relay the information to the party.
Door so
Okay.
that we might have a heads up just in case. Or her.
So
Just ask them.
I
So-
just point at the door and I'm like, over here.
So there's 2 doors, right?
Yeah, 2 doors. The big heavy door with the bars in it that the mouse just kind of popped out from, and it has a big lock on this door, and then the other door is like a little less heavy set, and instead of bars, it has glass in the window.
What's
break
in
Uh,
that window?
Sorry?
What's in the window?
You want to look?
Yes.
Okay. You look in through the glass window. From what you can see, there was like those bright flashes of like red, blue, and green light that are sort of playing across the window on the other side. You can see that there is a staircase that is pretty brightly lit that leads downward into a space. You can't see the rest of the space from here, from the stairway, but you can see that there is light that is being cast all along this hallway. It's very bright. And yeah, it just looks really new. It does not look like the rest of the hallway. It looks like it's very well kept and clean in comparison to sort of the dungeon wall.
So I was just trying to see if there was a place where a key was for this lock here. But I don't think it's going to be that way.
Can Claire just start looking around for a key, like in the room they're in?
Yeah, you're sort of like in
We're
the hallway.
The hall. Yeah.
You can definitely roll me like an investigation check if you want to check the hallway.
Dirty 20.
There isn't a key in this hallway. But you would remember that you did pass like the captain's office, and if there was going to be a key anywhere, you would probably assume.
It's in the
So
captain's
oh
office.
shit, we have to go there anyway.
Wait, Ames.
Ames? Who the
Yes.
fuck is Ames?
Hello.
Lena,
Breaking the
No,
fourth
Lena.
wall.
Sorry.
There goes that fourth
Um,
wall.
Hey, Moody. Moody.
Moody.
Reminds me of that.
Lena
of that, like,
purposely
Mad Eye
avoid
Moody?
eye contact.
or like Moody's Point, if anybody like remembers that like weird Disney Channel.
Why can't we just break into the door?
Yeah,
no,
I was gonna say that.
Well,
I
like,
think I would
Maybe we can
alert the
pick the
guards.
lock.
Yeah. Come here.
When I say break into the door, I mean
You broke people out of jail before. How did you do it?
We picked a lock.
Vittoria was the one who actually broke someone out of jail. I was just there.
Can I use?
All right.
This
so
is
I want
probably
you
a
to be
long shot.
here, and I drag her towards where she can hold the lock. Here, you over here.
I keep like dropping my hands from the lock.
No. Hold on to it.
Nope. Nope.
Vittori,
Nope.
no,
Nope.
you guys. All right, look, I won't say that
Okay,
you're
if-
evil anymore.
Mm,
Okay?
please, Lena.
Lena
Please.
puts
So
her
if-
hand on the lock. Gently.
Vittori,
So
You guys
if,
do
if
your
someone
magic.
wants to pick me up and
I will pick
hold me up
Vittori
to the lock,
and I will hold him up.
I just try to shove him into it.
All right,
No.
Oh dear.
Talia, roll me a perception check.
Perception plus 3. 15, 16, 17, 18.
Talia,
Yes, I did use my fingers to count.
You hear two sets of footsteps coming up the hallway towards you.
I tell everyone to stop.
I drop my hands from the lock.
I put her hands back onto the lock.
Ivan! Time.
What?
I go down on all fours and pretend I'm a normal mouse, even though I'm wearing clothes and have a crossbow on my back.
But I was going to like lean against the wall and like stare at everyone like they're just stare at them like why?
I'm gonna
Start
I'm gonna
stretching.
cast Pass Without Trace.
Brilliant.
I don't think
I'm
that
still dropping my
totally
hands from the
works
lock.
if you're like standing in the middle of a hallway where there's no
Can
place to
I-
hide.
No,
But
it
go
doesn't.
for it.
I was gonna ask if I could use slow. Or cast slow.
How do you cast that one?
So it is you alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube within range. Each target must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or be affected by the spell for the duration. Speed is halved, takes... So it pretty much just like makes them super slow.
And do you have to see them, or is it just in the range?
It's 120, 40-foot range, so...
Okay, but it doesn't say you have to see them or anything?
No.
Okay, and what do they have to roll?
Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And it says if each creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On 11 or higher, the next spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next return.
Okay.
And then it'll have to be a wisdom of 14, I believe.
Okay.
I don't like the music on Groovy Bot changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Can't hear it.
One of them
Oh,
is
is
gonna
it one?
actually no, they both pass.
Tried. I'm sorry.
Because they get a +1, sorry. I was like, oh, one
They
failed.
got by
They didn't.
one.
They just let one just scrape by. You can
I
still
can
hear them
cast-
humming, and now you hear the steps are going faster.
I can cast darkness.
Okay. What does that do?
Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration.
So would they just see like nothing there? Would they just see like a shadow there?
A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Perfect.
Okay, so it's like we're in a shadow then.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna drop that?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it literally like in the hallway, just in the middle of the hallway, so that it covers us.
Okay. Cirrus casts the, what is it called? Darkness?
Darkness, yes.
Cirrus casts darkness on the hallway, and it kind of plunges into shadow. You hear the footsteps falter. These folks can obviously not quite see past this point where the spell has been cast. The torchlight does not carry through the darkness. However, the light from the door beside you does break into the darkness. So you can feel that like red and the blue and the green light that's coming out of this room beside you is not affected by the spell.
Claire's going to cover the magical light with her cloak, just so that there's no getting through it.
Yeah, okay, you cover up the door to try to keep the room around you really dark. You hear the footsteps are still coming towards you down the hallway. You can hear kind of voices like really quietly. They're talking to each other. You can hear sort of the rattle of swords, but they're very cautiously moving forward.
Get through the door, quick. Claire's going to just kind of
Okay.
gesture
I'm gonna
them
get everybody
hurry.
to roll me initiative because they are coming around the corner, and I will give you each sort of one turn before they will make it around the corner.
So wait, the light coming from the door is magical?
Yes. Or like it is not affected by the darkness, so you can assume that it is probably magical.
I roll a 22.
I got a 19 plus 1, so a 20.
I got a
5.
6.
18 plus 1, so 19.
Okay.
13.
I
What'd you
rolled a
get?
4, but I have a +2 to initiative.
Okay, so you have 6 then, Claire?
Yes.
Okay, and then our who had 5? Cirrus? And Ivan?
Sorry, I got 5.
I have a 12.
And Lena, what was yours? 12?
13.
13, okay, so Ivan will Lena. Talia, yours was 19?
It was 19, but I got a plus 1 for initiative, so it's
Sweet.
20.
Okay.
I'm gonna like tuck Harry into my jacket.
And then this is a big fight. A lot of people in this. Okay. Trying to like squeeze everybody's numbers in here. Okay, so Vittoria, you're gonna go first. Everybody in the party will get one turn before whoever it is that's around the corner will make it around the corner.
Okay, can I use my turn to see if I can pick the lock really quick so we can just run through the door and avoid the fight?
Yep, go for it. Roll me your lockpicking or whatever it would be. Is it Dex? I think it's Dex.
I think it was Dex indeed. Oh fuck. A 5.
You do not.
The
unlock door.
universal D&D language for a bad roll.
I really want those dice that say that on the one. Like
I almost bought a set
Yeah,
last night.
same.
I want
Would
them
would
so
guidance
bad.
even help with that?
No.
No, it won't.
No. Okay.
I roll a net
guidance
1
is-
with my +4.
Yeah.
I
no,
also
okay.
have guidance.
Oh,
Ooh.
Putting that out there, so we don't have to rely on just Dustin. Or
Yeah, I
Okay.
also have guidance, which I did not know.
I just noticed mine. Yeah.
Nice.
Guidance!
Guidance! Guidance! Everybody's gonna be yelling guidance. Okay, Talia, it's
Guidance!
your turn. The lock has not been picked.
So, would it be possible to use ice knife to create like a little shard, like in the shape of like a key, to try to unlock the door?
Ooh,
What's this? What does it say?
That's mine.
You create a shard of ice, fling it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell against the target. And hit the target takes 1d10 piercing.
I feel like that's a bit of a stretch to say you could shape it in a key when you don't
Yeah.
quite know what the key would be.
Can I make it into like a really sharp knife and try to like swipe it down, like in like the corner to like
try to break the lock?
break?
oh, like the card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a credit card it?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me. God, I don't know. Roll me. It's gonna be Dex, and it's gonna need to be
Never mind.
high.
Alright. I've been rolling good rolls all day.
Good rolls.
So-
Good rolls.
Dex.
Oh, good rolls.
Alright. 22.
Hail! All hail! Yes.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Right.
I set it at 23. I'm
21.
very sorry.
How are
This
you?
lock is not
Are you
an easy
kidding
lock.
me?
Letting you do it, but no.
I was so
Uh,
close.
it would be a cool move, but there's just
Wait,
that just
Was
wouldn't
that
work
with
on this
guidance?
kind of
Can
lock.
Yeah, can we cast guidance?
It's not with guidance. It's actually
Serious-
21. I don't know I don't know what 20 plus 1 is.
I cast guidance.
I think it's too late for guidance.
What is
guys.
guidance? Do I
This is
No,
too late.
no. Yeah, normally you want to cast guidance
Yeah.
before you
Okay.
do an action.
Yeah.
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 That's
Okay,
fair.
No.
hold on.
Okay.
I want to say though, because Dustin
been
always
so
casts
cool.
I
it
know, but
after
this
we
is
already
something that
I
I'm
gotta
not
call it, though.
flexible on right now.
It's
Like,
only
this
fair.
is-
I gotta call it.
Yeah, this is.
credit carding the door
This
open?
isn't a lock that's meant to be easy enough to use an
But-
ice knife in a way that it's not supposed to be used.
That's okay. I can. I
Things
can
like
try,
climbing
I can,
walls and stuff, I'm like, yeah, guidance is fine to do afterwards, but this is specific.
I can try on my turn. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't mind.
that.
I don't mind another attempt. It will be Argonas's turn next.
All right. So, following in Talia's footsteps, I will also attempt it.
Okay.
cast guidance.
Dice Stone family
before.
now.
Yes.
Come on.
Cast guidance.
Guidance.
Do you want to roll for that, or should I?
It would
You can roll
be Argonas's turn. So yeah, your roll.
Okay.
And you're also doing ice knife credit card
Yes.
style. Okay.
We're doing guidance on this one.
I got a 3. So
Okay. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. Okay. That's Lena's turn.
Oh, Lena, please.
Lena
Lena.
knows better than to try and break the lock because she will not hit that in any capacity. So
Oh, I used a spell slot. Oops.
Lena is going to she has what is it called? It's something of the wild and you can like hide
Of the
yourself
wild?
with nothing. So when the people do get here, because they will get here, she'll at least be able to like fight them and like surprise them when they do get here because we're not breaking this lock.
Okay, so you're like readying yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Mask of the Wild. You can attempt to hide when there's like nothing to hide behind, so they like probably wouldn't see her unless they're like super good
Cool.
at seeing, unlike
Okay.
me.
Okay, so you go into sneak mode.
Yeah.
Okay. That is Ivan's turn.
I
Yes,
smash.
music.
No,
Evan, break the door open.
no, Ivan will.
Do it in a
So,
quiet way.
in this darkness, is it shrouding us as well?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's shrouding us, but the door apparently has some magic
Yeah.
light shining through it.
So is the darkness in front of us and like in between us and the soldiers right now, right?
Yeah.
can we see through the darkness or
No.
Anybody?
Okay.
Yeah, no. I think it's.
Is that no dark vision?
Yeah, no dark vision. So I don't think anybody can see at this point.
okay?
No.
Y'all are just kind of fumbling around.
Yeah.
I should have made everybody roll with disadvantage on that ice thing.
Probably.
Y'all can't see
Well,
anything.
it didn't
If
matter
it's-
because we all
Well-
rolled terribly.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Oh, with disadvantage,
I'm
you
making
would have.
good rolls.
Alcohol hacks.
If you want to
Ah,
get
yes.
good rolls too, enter the dice contest, and you can win a pair of dice made by Hard and Tortuga from
Yes.
Kent's Tavern, and you are guaranteed to get
Tortuga.
nat 20s on every roll. Not guaranteed. Guaranteed, but not guaranteed.
All right.
I'm concerned.
It's a promo plug.
So what I want to do is I'm going to ready myself.
Mhm.
I want to try to have myself in front of the party
Okay.
between me and whatever's showing up.
Okay.
And I guess I would do a hold action.
Okay.
So I will be ready to attack,
Perfect.
I guess.
Okay. So does that mean
I mean-
yeah, you'd go first before
Yeah.
they attack? Okay, perfect. Yeah. And I think yeah, Lena's hiding. Okay, Ivan's gonna ready. All right. Hazel goes after Ivan. Hazel knows nothing about lockpicking, so she's not gonna attempt the lock. She does kind of look at the door, and lets you folks kind of know. She's like, I don't know what it is about that door, but I feel like I need to go through it.
Well, I mean, all of us need to go through it, but yes.
She tries the door, and it's unlocked.
Oh,
Oh my god.
of course it is.
So it's not the big one with the big lock, but it's the door with the magical light.
The magic light.
We all shuffle in behind her.
Do you all hold on?
Can I stay
Big
behind?
Tumble.
Hazel slips into the door. That's her turn. Claire, that's your turn.
Cool. Claire's going to take her dagger and like stab it into the lock and like try to just completely wreck it.
All right.
D&D is dumb.
Nat 20.
Fog.
Hey.
Nat 20.
And you're just trying to break it?
Yeah, she's just gonna grab her dagger and like stab it into it.
Credit card it.
No, she's just gonna stab like just straight up push it, like try and like stab it into like the hole that the lock would like be stuck into and just break that part of it. Like put it like on the lock and then just
I'm gonna say you succeed in
Edit.
breaking it, but you don't succeed in opening it. Basically, you've just made it inaccessible to.
Oh, I was
Other
trying to
people.
go through like through the lock. Like just kind of make it so that it's stuck in an open position. The lock no longer works.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna allow it
Seems
because all of you guys tried it so hard. The lock is broken. It shouldn't be, but it is. And I shouldn't be letting it, but I will.
Thank you,
Because
DM.
you're lawless.
Like, there's just no way that a
Oh,
lock in a
yes,
castle
yeah.
would be like, it's fine, you can just throw your knife at it. Like, it shouldn't work.
It's not like
To
a
be fair, the
button.
lock's gone through quite a bit.
But it
the-
has gone through quite a amount of turns
Is
of
it-
trying to break it.
Is it like a strength check or
I mean, you nat 20'd it, so
yeah?
regardless, that is critting on it, so that's the only reason. If you rolled a 19, I'd say no, but it is a
Okay.
nat 20, so
Okay, so Claire's gonna kind of keep focus on the mission and go through to the
okay.
yeah,
So you
go
break the
through
lock,
that door.
and head through the heavy-set door toward the dungeon.
Yeah.
That is Sirius's turn.
Well,
Is Hazel the only one who went through the magic door?
At the
So
moment,
far, yeah.
yes.
Okay.
I do not know what to do.
You are the last turn before whoever's around the corner will make it around the corner.
Uh-oh.
I was supposed to have Corinth in
That's-
here, but I forgot.
I just asked that. I'm like, where's Corinth?
Yeah, I rolled for him afterward, and so he's kind of after Talia, but I kind of
Went for a
forgot.
smoke break.
I'm just gonna say that he probably hid like Lena did because he's a rogue and he's gonna be readying in action as well on these people.
I'm going to cast gaseous form on Arceus,
Oh,
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
okay.
and I'm gonna make him. He's gonna like go out and run like at the other end of the hallway and see if that can distract them.
Okay, so you're sort of like sending him past the people that are coming,
Yeah,
and then like
to see maybe they
turn
follow
it back
him.
into a rat. Is that what's happening, or are you sending him just as like a gas?
I'm sending him as like a little ball of gas.
Okay. I don't think they're gonna notice the gas in the dark.
Well, they're not in the dark yet.
They're about to come around the corner, so they would be probably within that range. You can try it. They're not gonna see the gas, so that's why I'm wondering if you wanted to turn like back into a rat on the other end of it, kind of thing.
I get it. I did not try it.
Okay. Do you want to try something else?
I don't know what to do.
You can just ready an action if you want, just to be prepared, or you can follow Hazel through the door or Claire through the other door.
I'll follow Hazel through the door. I didn't know everybody could go into the door.
Yeah, you definitely can. It's just I wasn't gonna let everybody go in on Hazel's turn because it was her turn.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can use
I'll
your
go.
action to go through.
Yeah, I'll go in through the door.
Yeah, you step in through the door as well. On the other side, you find yourself at the top of a very clean staircase. It's all very bright, almost like white light in here, along with the blue, green, and red flashes of light that you could see on the window. Hazel is just stepping down onto the bottom step of the staircase. She looks back at you as you enter the room. Back in the hallway are other people have come around the corner. You can hear them clanking and sort of cursing at the darkness, but you can tell that they are also prepared for whatever is waiting for them around the corner. And we are back around to the beginning of the initiative. So for anybody who has readied an action, they have come around the corner and they would not be expecting a move. So that would be Ivan, I believe.
Yeah.
So they're, from what you can't necessarily see them, but you can hear probably that there's like 2 people that have come around this corner.
If I attempt to do any type of attack, I would probably be disadvantage.
Yes, in the dark.
Yeah.
I think. Cirrus, does it say anything about if it's disadvantage in the dark or just that people can't see?
It just says that people can't see,
Okay, we'll just
so
say
I
it's
don't think there's a
disadvantage.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I would just think if you can't see, you're blind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that it's not like they just can't move very fast or something like that, but we'll go with it being a disadvantage for rolls.
Technically, Argonas's produce flame
Mm.
is a magical light.
Do you still
Oh,
have
I
to
didn't
produce
think of
flame
that.
up?
It's made through magic.
You tried the knife though, right, Argonas?
Yeah.
So would that have broken your flame
I
concentration?
think so, because I think produce flame is concentration.
Okay. Yeah, so it wouldn't be up at this moment, but if you do want to relight it during the battle, then you can do that.
I will hold on that, but
Cirrus, what's the time range on the darkness spell?
Lord.
Or is it just concentration? Or...
Yeah, it's concentration up to 10 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay, so it would
Oh,
still be
nice.
up, and on your next turns here, if you want to take it down, you can. But for now, Ivan's in the dark. Rolling
I'll take it
disadvantage
down
if you're making an attack.
If everybody comes through the door, I will take it down.
Okay.
Well, I think I'd be through the door already since Cirrus was holding me when he
Oh
went
yeah, I
through
was.
the
I
door.
was.
Cool. I'll allow that.
So
Ivan, go ahead. What are you thinking?
It's a little tough. A little tough. Let's see.
They also cannot see you yet,
Yeah.
so you could use your ready to action. I would allow you to go through either door.
Yeah, the issue is the way
But
I
I know
like
you're
to...
wanting to protect people, so
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh, 2A. No, that's not gonna help. Damn it. Oh, that's kind of cool. But that's something else. Okay. I guess I'm going to go with Hazel. I'm
Okay.
going back off.
Yeah, you sort of shake it
point-
off,
Or yeah.
and yeah, go ahead. You can tell me what you do.
So I was going like, I'm going to point and tell everybody else fucking go.
Yeah.
But they can't see. 'Cause
Yeah, there's a
they're
little
like,
bit of light from the door, so once you're in the doorway, you could point.
Yeah, okay. I open the door and I'm like, go. So it's like, it's up to them. They
Okay.
can go where they want.
Perfect. Ivan, you enter the door. You are beside Cirrus. You're at the top of the stairs. Vittoria, you are with Cirrus. Do you want to get down and walk on your own so you can take your own turn, or stay with Cirrus?
Well, I think I'd be at an advantage to have a certain height, since Cirrus is holding me. I think I could shoot them better if needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
They're
I
not in
think
the
I'm
room
gonna
with
chill
you.
with Cirrus.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna stay
Yeah,
with Cirrus for this
I
turn.
know, but if needed,
Yeah. Okay.
I'd have the height advantage.
Sounds good. All right, Talia, that's you then.
The door Hazel went through is still open, right?
Yes, both doors are now still open.
Guess I scoop Harry up and I go with them through that door.
Okay, through the magical light door.
I will also say
yeah.
that everybody has to go through the magical light door.
You're gonna like tell people? Did you say?
Yeah, Claire will follow on her turn to the magical light door, just kind of annoyed.
Since you noticed that like nobody else followed you through the right one, you finally broke in and nobody noticed.
Yeah.
I feel like the magical light door is gonna come back and like we're gonna walk into like a massive meeting of the guards, but I'll follow everyone through there.
Yeah.
Idea
Okay, Talia makes it through the door. That's the
Harry's
two...
with me.
Okay, perfect. That's the two guards' turn. They step forward. Who is still outside? Argonis is still out there. Lena is still out there hiding. Corinth is still out there. Claire's in the other room. So these guards are gonna step closer on their turn and move down the hall. At this point, there is that little bit of light from the door, and they are able to see Corinth and Argonis standing there. They yell at you, halt! This is a restricted area. What is your business here?
You're a restricted area.
Your mom's a restricted area. Boom, got him.
Just bad mom jokes from the magical door. Corinth looks at Argonis, just like two silver dragonborns hanging out in the jail. No big deal.
Nothing to see here.
We're not the ones you're looking for.
They sort of hold their swords out towards you. What are you doing here?
We were... Sorry. Give me a second.
I'm out.
We were with a party of ambassadors, and we seem to have been separated from our group.
Roll me a persuasion check.
God. Give yourself.
Should have said you were looking for the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom line always works.
Yep.
This isn't the bathroom? Oh, my bad.
Oh, no.
Oh no, don't look.
That's a 16.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. I was gonna ask a question, but I know I knew the answer before I asked it.
Can I also use an... No, that's probably my action, though.
Dude. One of the guards sort of lowers their sword a little bit. The other goes, "Don't, you idiot, he's lying." He holds the sword back up again. "In the name of the king, you're under arrest." That's what they would say.
Oh no.
And they're
no.
gonna make an attack on you guys. Each of the guards is gonna make an attack on Argonis and Corinth.
Awesome.
First one's going for you, Argonis. He is gonna miss. He still can't quite see you, so misses there. And so does the other one. Apparently, they really can't see in the dark.
They're scared of the
that's pretty
dark.
bad. So they miss both of you. That is gonna be Corinth's turn. He was like trying to hide, but the light was like reflecting off his scales, and it just wasn't gonna work for him. He is going to make an attempt at knocking one of these guards out. He does very poorly. He can't see either. That is gonna be your turn, Argonis.
All right, I'm gonna use a 3rd level hold person, so that will paralyze both of them. They have to make a wisdom save of 13.
Okay. One of them is gonna pass. Both pass. I'm so sorry.
Dang
I
it.
rolled really high. Guys, you're good at breaking that off. Yeah, they both roll high.
Can everybody in the door see out, like through the doorway, and see what's happening?
It's pretty dark, like outside, so you can't see what's happening, but you can probably hear like what they've said. Lena, that would be your turn. You are currently hidden, and they cannot see you.
Can I not see? Is this like special darkness where I can't see through it with my dark vision?
So at this point, you can't see into the dark areas, but where the light comes out of the door and is sort of hitting kind of the 4 people, so Corinth, Argonis, and then the 2 guards, the magical light is reflecting off them. So you're able to see them, it's just not as great. I won't have like disadvantage on it, because you can see the outline of them, but they can't see you because you're still sort of hiding.
Okay.
My bad.
Well, Lena's not going to just leave Argonis and other guy there to be arrested.
Other guy.
Other guy with that name that exists.
Thanks,
Yep.
Lena.
Corin.
Anytime.
Appreciate it.
So she is going to do a stealthy attack from the shadows with her sword. So let's see
Awesome.
if I can hit them.
Can we?
I'll give you
The-
advantage on it
Ooh.
for that because they do not notice you at all.
I was gonna ask if we can cast guidance from behind the door, but if the door's closed,
Yeah, it's
probably
ajar,
alright.
Well,
are we able to cast guidance?
if you'd like.
I will cast guidance.
All right. Well,
And
Go
if
ahead.
you need it,
Just hear guidance yelled out from the magical room.
oh,
I whisper
I'm
really
guided.
loudly.
Well,
What
I
was
got,
that?
Guidance.
I got 13 on my hit. I don't know how
You
much
got
does
13 on your
guidance
head.
add.
Guidance gets +4.
Oh, wait a minute. No, guidance
Does it
work on
not?
hits.
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
what I was
work.
thinking.
on-
I was confused.
No, it doesn't work
It's
on
on-
hits. Shoot.
No, it's on skill checks.
All right. So take back that guidance, and you got a 13.
Yeah.
Not gonna hit. These guys are armored
Uh,
up.
heck.
So you come running up. Wait, did you roll with advantage? Did you roll
did
twice?
you? Yeah, did you roll
Yeah,
twice?
it was 13
Okay.
and
Shoot.
12.
Okay.
Aw.
That sucks. Yeah, you come running up and you literally like hit this guy twice, and like doesn't work. You're like, yeah, it's just like cling, clang, and then, and then there's just like little like Lena just standing behind these guys. They're like, what? But you, tweet, tweet. You do not make it through their armor. They do now know that you are behind them. That is.
Also,
ahead.
sorry to interrupt.
Mhm.
One thing about guidance,
Mhm.
you actually have to touch the person you're using it on.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Can
Yeah.
I use Harry?
Then we
as, like,
must
an
take back
extension for
every guidance that has ever been used in this
Yeah.
entire game. Just
None
So
of us
y'all
have
have
that.
been, Dustin, you have been cheating on all of
Everybody-
your guidance.
So
Everybody's
sorry.
dead. We didn't make it. Campaign's
What? This
over.
is-
Did make it past the first episode.
Close the channel. Cheaters.
We're done.
Close for
It's done.
cheating.
All right,
For
we
next
know going
time.
forward. Kirby, please.
He really wants
That
to return.
is Ivan's turn.
All right. So am I pretty much the last one that went through the door at the moment?
Yeah, you're just at the top of the steps. You can continue down the steps, or you could help out the folks that are outside the door still.
Yeah, fuck them. I'm gonna go down the steps. No. All right. So now that I can turn around, I can see the two guys,
Yeah.
and they're currently not looking at me.
No, they're pretty focused on Argonis and Corinth and Lena.
What, have you never seen the Silver Dragonborn?
All right. Well, may I attack with advantage then if they don't see me or they're not paying attention to me? I'm kind of on behind them or beside them.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah, you're sort of like beside them. Like if you were to swing open the door, you'd be kind of in the middle of them and Argonis and Corinth. They're sort of standing on either side of this door. So you could kind of burst out and surprise them. I'd allow it.
Okay. All right. Ivan looks back.
You're the best.
All right, wifey, stay here. I
She's
look
like
over
at
to
the
Cirrus.
bottom of the stairs.
Oh, well, stay here. I look over to Cirrus. I'm like, protect her. And I turn around, a smirk, and I just kick that door open. Wait, which way does it go?
It goes inside.
Oh, it's a pole.
Ow!
Dang it.
I kicked it closed.
Just breaks the door off completely.
Yeah, actually, roll me a strength check. I want to see if like you boot it like so hard, like
Just
that
like
it
just gets
breaks.
stuck in the door.
I don't know about you guys, but that would strike the fear of God into it. Just all of a sudden, a random person just destroys the door.
A nat
As the
20.
lives
A nat 20?
You're
Are you
joking.
kidding me?
No.
Oh
Plus
my
three.
God.
Hey.
23.
Okay, you boot this door in the wrong direction. It slams so hard against the door frame, it literally just splinters into pieces and the window shatters, glass goes everywhere. These guards are shocked that they did not know anybody was in this room.
So much for stealth.
You take it with surprise. Roll your attack.
All right. Holy crap. All right, well, that's
FBI,
it.
open up!
That's one way to make an entrance, right?
No,
All right.
you're arrested.
All right, so 1d, and you said we're doing with advantage, right?
Yep.
All right. Good, because that first one sucked ass. With 6. A nat 20.
Let's go.
Ivan's not here to play today.
No, he's
Ivan
not.
shouts
No.
from the shattered door. The glass
No
hasn't
murder.
even hit the ground yet. Are you hitting? Can you hit both with that one or just one? No, wait. You do burn other people, right? That are in. The
I will
vicinity.
burn other people with it.
Okay. Okay. They. What's the range? 5 feet? 10 feet?
The range is 5 feet from one to the next.
Sweet. Okay, you hit both the guards, but they're not that close to Argonis and Corinth at the moment, so they will be safe at the moment from your flames. But you'll hit the other guard with the fire for sure. Roll your damage. Double damage.
No, not double damage.
Not on the crit? Oh, wasn't a crit?
No. I will add divine smite.
Not much for knocking them out.
Right.
I don't know how strong they are. I mean, these could be the captain. All right, so first, let me, that will be one spell slot to be expended. Let me spend a slot. Well, I mean, I've never had a crit before like this. This is nice. So
Roll
crit
all
is
the
what,
dice.
double the D
Yep.
first hit. All right, so this is 1d3. So it'll be 14 plus 1d8. Jesus. All right. So that I'm all doing this for the first person. So that's 14 plus 3. All right. So that's just from the main hit and the fire on them. If I smite, would it? I don't think it would hit both, would it?
But smite.
Let's see
I
here,
don't-
smite.
I don't
Divine
think
Smite.
it.
Stop reading like that. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level than 1.
Okay, I think it would just be
All
the
right.
first target, but
All right, just the first attack.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, but it would be double the damage
yes.
since it's a nat. Okay. So first guy not going to look too hot.
How much
All right,
damage does
so-
he take overall?
Yeah, we're working on him. All right, so this one is 2d8.
Your 14 and your 3, were those doubled yet? Obviously the 3 wouldn't have been.
The 3's oh wait, the 3 was not, so that would be 6, huh?
Okay, so 20
Or
so
wait.
far.
Okay, yeah, okay, 20 so far,
Okay.
20 more.
You completely wipe out that first guard.
Yeah, the first guard,
Oh my god.
poof.
Jeez, Ivan.
All right, and then the second guard would only take the fire damage. But with a crit, would it take double the fire damage?
Uh,
Because the way, the
Why
way it
not?
works,
why not? Why not?
it just says 1d plus 1.
Yeah.
All right, so 1d plus 1, not equals 1. Not equal. All right, so he takes 8 or 16.
Sweet.
Now that's a fire.
Yeah. You wipe out this guard's buddy. He goes down. The other guy is on fire. Not looking so good. He freaks out. Can you do anything else on your turn, Ivan?
I can attack again.
You go for it.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this advantage still.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
1d20.
I think they know you're there. I mean, the one doesn't, because you wiped
I
it
hit
out
with a
before you
20.
noticed. Okay. You hit.
All right.
Everyone's dead, so.
I mean, I probably should have said, hey guys, you should leave, but they were telling my friends they were arrested, and I didn't like that. Plus 3. Wait, really?
We don't accept.
Is that right? Holy
not
shit,
right.
I hit max damage, so that's 13. Plus a 1d8 for the fire damage.
Oh my lord.
Well, obviously, I'm going to yell, Green Flame Blade! Only 2 fire damage, so 15 more damage to him.
Okay. Still standing, but not looking great. His armor is like molten hot. This guy's on fire twice. Really not looking good. It's technically Hazel's turn, but she's basically continued on into the magical room. Claire, that's your turn. You are still through the heavy set door.
Do I get advantage if I come out of there and hit that guy from the cover of the other room?
Are you gonna
I don't
try
know,
to
he's
boot the
quite on
door?
fire at the moment.
The door is already open. I don't know why.
I would only say no because you're behind Corinth and Argonis, so you'd have to like make your way past them.
Okay, fair enough.
And so that would be more to traverse. So I'm gonna say no on that one. But
Okay, fair enough.
You can still attack though if you want to.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
poor
Claire's
burning
gonna
guy.
just like take a deep breath and be like, "Well, new first time for everything," and she's going to do a 2-weapon attack with her weapon. She doesn't usually use weapons. This is actually the first time she's ever used a weapon.
Right? But all her spell slots are like depleted. Cool.
Yeah, so she's gonna like go ahead and try to like hit him with her javelin and then her dagger.
All right. This poor guy.
Just 2-weapon attack him. The
yeah, roll your
javelin
attack.
is a. Oh, I have to add all the things. Okay, so I rolled a 17 plus 4 plus 1, so 5 plus 17. 19, 20, 21,
Yeah,
22.
that's like your attack roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the javelin. Okay,
Yeah,
and
go
then
ahead.
with her dagger, it is a.
You want to just roll your
Dirty
damage on the javelin first?
Yeah, okay, roll damage on the javelin.
This guy's not
first.
looking good, so it's just like why
Where's
bother
my 6?
rolling?
Where's my d6? Okay. The javelin does 1d6 plus 1 damage, so that's 6 damage.
Okay, he's still standing, but barely.
Okay, so then I did a dirty 20 for the dagger attack.
Okay, that'll hit.
Where's my d4? That does like nothing. And it does 1d4 plus 2, so 6 damage. I actually hit all my damage
You
there.
wipe out the second guard.
She is going to like hit him with the back of her handle and knock. Nope, she's just gonna stab this guy. She doesn't want to there.
No witnesses.
No witnesses.
You stab this guy in between the armor. He's burning. He just wanted it to end anyway. You have successfully murdered 2 royal guards. They lie on the floor in front of you.
Add that to our list of things that will definitely get us in trouble.
A little bit worse than arson.
A little
You
bit.
are out of initiative.
I push them into the jail area.
Put them in a jail cell and like take off their armor. Like make them look like they died in prison.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Do you want to roll them that far?
I will. I'll do it. Check or a strength check.
I'll just drag them.
Yeah, you don't need a strength check. These guys are dead. You can pull them into this other room through the heavyset door. Basically, when you go through here, there's not jail cells right away. But as you enter that door, you see kind of a hallway in front of you. It's pretty dark and quiet. There is a little hallway that goes off to the right, and then a larger hallway that continues straight in front of you.
She's just gonna stuff them into the first empty jail cell and like make it look like they just died in prison.
So you want to... There's no jail cell where you can see it. Do you want to keep going down the hallway and see if you can find one?
Okay.
Or do you want to go to the right-hand hallway?
She's just gonna put the bodies like out of sight, like this didn't happen.
Okay, you can just
gonna hide it and then like
them
run
into the corner.
everything else.
Can I search the bodies for money?
Yeah. You can search.
Which would be an investigation, I guess.
Yeah, if you're specifically looking, we'll do investigation.
Can I search the body for keys?
Ooh.
Yes.
I roll a 4. I don't think I can find any money.
You find 18 copper.
Which
Congratulations.
is still something.
It's something.
Thank you.
And then you're looking for the keys, Argonis?
Yes.
Roll me investigation on that for me.
That's a 5.
You don't find any.
Wow.
You do not find any
Okay.
keys. You find some lint and stick of
I
gum.
don't even know if guidance would help.
There's gonna
Okay,
notice
I'm
the other
gonna-
guys
I'm
like
gonna-
trying to find something on them and not be coming up with much, and she's just not gonna think that's right. So she's just gonna kind of make a general search to see if find anything useful to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna at this point.
And I
down
rolled
the-
a 16 total.
I'm gonna put down the darkness. 'cause-
Okay. Yeah, the darkness disappears. You can see into the hallway. It's an utter disaster. There's like burn marks everywhere, blood, like pieces
dear.
of the armor. And then you were rolling just to see what you could find on
Yeah.
them. Cool. On one of the guards, you find a small potion of healing. It's
Oh,
just
nice.
a
Ooh.
minor potion, but you can use this to roll 2d4 plus 2 hit points when you drink it. But you find that on one of them, but Vittoria already found the copper pieces.
He didn't really have time to.
He didn't have time to
Can't use
use this
that.
potion.
They're not going to need this anymore.
As you're kind of digging through the pockets of these poor burnt dead people, everybody roll me perception.
Perception.
Or did we all go down that way, I guess?
I think there's still a lot of people that are in the magical hallway.
Yeah, I followed Hazel.
And then you are sort of just inside the heavy set door, so you haven't gone far down the.
You said
I
roll
got
perception.
16.
Yeah, roll perception.
I got
30,
15.
Okay.
I got 21.
Claire,
I found my lucky
Elena,
die for the day.
anybody basically
Unfortunate.
that's rolled higher than a 14. You hear that there are people talking from down this hallway that you're in that was like past the heavyset door. You can hear that there are like is a loud conversation happening, and it sounds like they might be coming in this direction. What do you want to do?
Would I
Should
also
we
hear
go
it? I
in the
roll a 14 exactly.
Yeah, anybody that's hearing above it, you're hearing that there's.
Are we all in the
more
hallway at
people
this point then?
It depends on who went through the heavyset door. I don't think all of you went through.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Some of you are
Yeah,
still
I'm
in the
still in the
magical
hall.
hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I know, Lena and Lena, Argonis, Corinth, Claire, Ivan, you folks are in behind the heavyset door, or like in that hallway still. And then Sirius, Talia, Hazel, and Vittore are still in the magical hallway. Hazel has gone on ahead. You don't see her anymore.
Oh shit, how could I have searched the
need
guards
to-
then?
I
I
guess
need
you
to
ran
go
out.
follow-
You could be in the heavyset door if you wanted to. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna go follow Hazel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now
you
that I
go.
know that
Okay.
everyone else is somewhat safe, I would probably head towards trying to catch up to Hazel.
Agree.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead.
I would have followed afterwards
Okay. You leave
Oh.
these crumpled
because she doesn't like
Bodies.
being the only one on herself.
in the corner of the hallway, and head back through the door and into the magical area.
Yeah, you can't say the magical door. That's kind of gone.
Yeah, it's no longer. It's a doorway.
I feel
Where a
like
door
some
should
of us
be.
should not be going through the magical hallway. I feel like some of us should be going down the other hallway.
Yeah, I
Because
wanted
that's
to.
most likely where she is.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was muted. I was gonna go through the heavy door with Claire.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then, are we going to like the jail cells or?
I'm assuming this is the way to the dungeons.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
Okay.
heavyset door
yeah.
was where the little mouse pointed Vittore, saying that that's where
Yeah.
they kept people in cages.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have no idea what the other room is.
So wait, how many? Who is going which way? Which way?
Yeah,
How?
let's double check. Okay, Argonis, you're going to find the cells.
Yes.
Cirrus, you're following Hazel.
Yeah.
Lena, going to the cells or following Hazel?
I was following Hazel.
Okay. Talia, I think you're still following Hazel.
Yes.
Perfect. Claire, you are going to the cells.
Yeah. Okay, so there are
Uh,
definitely people down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can hear them.
I think since Ivan nodded for Cirrus to watch
Mm-hmm.
Hazel, I think I need to go with the other party.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably a good
Okay.
idea.
Ivan is going to go to the cells as well. Vittore, you can choose either you did pickpockets from the guards, so you can go to the cells, or follow Hazel.
I'll look for the cells.
Perfect. Okay, let's start with our cell group, and then I will come back to the magical light area.
Okay.
All right, so cell group, you can hear voices from down the hall. This is more obviously looking like a dungeon in this area. It's less well kept than the other hallways. These stones are old and rough and like dirty. It's not cared for as well down here. This is just where they throw people. So there's a sort of long hallway in front of you that leads into sort of the end of it. It is well lit here. There are torches. And at the end of the hallway, you can tell that it opens up into a bit of a wider space. On the right-hand side of the hallway, there is sort of a little smaller hallway that seems to lead off to the right. You can't see what's down it from here, but you can check it out on the way past. What would you like to do?
So first off, do we know who we are looking for and their name, and anyone knows who they what they physically look like? Anybody? Because
If
was it in the
anybody
camp?
was in the Thieves City, you would know who they are. I would say Corinth goes with you, so
Okay.
Corinth will know Guillaume for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and sorry, say one more time the way or Like we're in a
Mm-hmm.
long hall right at the
Yeah,
moment.
there's a long hall that stretches out in front of you, and like you can tell at the end it goes into a bigger room, and then there's a little hall that branches off this one that you can't quite see yet.
All right, I guess we need to start headed that direction.
All right, you head down the hall. You get to the corner. Do you want to just walk past it, or do you want to look down the hall before you walk past it?
Most likely, you want to look. Who's really good at sneaky? Lena.
I am.
Looking.
Lena would be. Who else? Vittoria would be. So anybody who
Yes.
wants to try to like peek around the corner, roll me like a stealth check.
I would peek around the corner, stealth. There we go. I roll a 14.
Okay. 14. It's pretty good. Anybody else?
I got a +1 for that's not very stealthy.
Yeah, I'm not stealthy at all. I have a disadvantage. I'm not going to try.
Oh my god. Worth has a +9 for stealth. Makes sense. So lucky for him, he gets an 18. I'm like, he rolled a 9, but he has a +9. Like, that's crazy, but it makes sense.
Rogues.
He's a rogue. Yeah. So yeah, Vittori and Corinth peek around the corner. What you would see is down this hall is another locked door, like another barred door. Behind that is a second barred door, and you can see behind these two doors there looks like another guard who seems to be asleep at the end of this little hallway.
Would I be able to squeeze underneath the door
Yeah, most
to
likely.
check if Gilm is there?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Want to roll me a second stealth check? Or continuing
Of
down
course.
The hall? Thank you.
Then I roll an 11.
Okay, he is asleep, so I will roll for this guard. Ooh, okay. You kind of scamper down the hallway, Vittori, and you go through the first set of, like, it's basically just bars. It's not as much of like a wooden door like the first one. It's
Okay.
bars. You head through the first ones, the second ones. The guard is like asleep on the chair. You're very cocky, so you like run over his foot. And he sort of jolts awake. And puts a hand to his sword. He doesn't see you, but he is awake.
I ran over his face.
His foot.
His foot. Okay, I thought you were just saying
Oh.
that you ran over his face afterward. I'm like, why?
No, I thought you said I ran
no,
over his face.
No, you ran over his foot. 'Cause you thought
Okay,
you were
yeah,
pretty
that
cool.
would make sense.
Yeah. That
I
was
mean,
face.
I'm not that cocky.
Yeah. No, you ran over his foot. And then kind of like it tickled, so he woke up. And he's kind of like in a readied stance now. He's still sort of sitting on a chair, but he's awake now. He doesn't notice you because you're still on the floor and small. But he's awake. You kind of continue past him carefully. You can see as you come out of this little hall with the barred doors, there is 2 cells in this room, one on the left and one on the right, just bars leading down each side of the wall. One of them is empty. The other one, you can see that there is someone sleeping on the little like pile of cloth that is on the floor in the corner.
I would like to poke this person.
Okay. Yeah, you scamper over the floor, you poke them. They sort of shuffle over in surprise. They look around and then look down, clock you on the ground. It is a elven woman. She looks confused that you are here in the cell and you're this little mouse with clothes on. And she kind of goes to shoo you away.
I jump out of the way and I ask, "What is your name?"
She looks shocked again. She kind of looks over towards the guard. He's still kind of like looking around, but he hasn't noticed anything.
That's
she
why I
whis-
whisper.
Yeah, she whispers back to you. Gilm. Who are you?
That's not important.
I think it's sort of important. You're a mouse wearing
My
clothes.
name is Mickey
And you're in
Mouse.
my jail. It's a really interesting name. Or Do all mice have the last name Mouse?
Not all of them.
Okay.
I'm
Is this
here
a-
to get you
Is
out
this a
of
dream,
prison.
Mickey Mouse?
Okay. Hello? Is my mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. I'm completely glitching out. Claire's going to like look at the bars and see if she can try and figure out a way to unlock it. Since it worked before, if it's a lock, since it worked before, she's just gonna kind of try and break it with her deck.
You guys are still
I
down the
mean-
hallway, so you're not with Vittoria. at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the
I was
guard
going
would
down-
probably see
I was
you.
going down the same hallway as Vittoria.
They like.
No, we were, but we stopped and we were
yeah.
trying to send very stealthy people further down because like we're stopping an opening. and there's
Okay.
Yeah. So like, if
Then I
you
was-
wanted to continue down there's literally a guard that's like awake now.
Yeah, he's awake.
Staring
I
at
mean,
the doors. So it might not
Okay.
be the best idea. You're welcome to try it, but he's kind of right there. So yeah, Vittoria sort of like stealthily squeezed through the bars, but kind of accidentally woke him up, and is now in the jail cell with Gilm. So yeah, she's a little bit confused. Like you just woke her up, so she thinks she's asleep still. Go ahead, Vittoria.
I'm here to get you out of prison.
And how are you gonna do that?
I don't know.
Okay,
I was hoping you had an idea.
if I had an idea,
that's pretty bad.
I'd be out of here already. Perhaps you could get the key. She points at the lock.
Okay, I've got the most ridiculous idea,
Okay.
and I'm hoping Nicole will let me do it. Can I-
let you guys do too much? Go
That's
ahead.
why I'm hoping you're gonna let me get away with this. I want to squeak to any mice around.
Okay.
I want to yell in squeak speak, "Man, attack the guard!"
Okay. Roll me.
I know there are mice around, so I
roll
hope they
me
hear
another
me.
nature check.
Oh hell, fucking no. Okay, I roll a net 1 + 1, so 2. No
Oh,
mice
No.
anywhere to be seen.
Yeah, you see, like your
And the guard hears
actual
you.
like Mickey Mouse friend. Yeah, and the guard. The guard. But you see, like your little Mickey Mouse friend kind of pops out of a hole in the cell across the room, waves at you cheerfully, but like goes into another hole and totally ignores you. The guard is alerted and looks over, sees like Gilm talking to this mouse on the ground. He kind of didn't hear you like say anything, so he's just heard you squeak, and he kind of like laughs a little bit. Talking to mice now, going a little crazy in there, are you? It's a good thing we're finishing you off later today, isn't it? Scum. Turns around and watches the bars again on the other side. Gilm sighs.
Oh, I was so hoping this would work.
What did you even try?
I tried to, and I tried to make my mice friends attack the guard so I could snatch his keys.
That seems like a really silly idea.
I know, but I'm out of I'm out of good ideas.
Are you alone? Mickey Mouse?
No, I'm not, but all my friends are too big to squeeze through.
Okay, I think our best bet would be to get the key. But you should be careful. I don't think this is the only guard that's in here.
Okay, I'm just gonna run back to the group, and with a red face because I'm ashamed of my attempt to get this person out of prison.
Okay.
And I just tell them like, yeah, I found Gilm. Gilm was her name, right? Yes.
Mhm.
I found Gilm, and I've also found a guard. So, do any of y'all have any good ideas?
Taking ideas now. Please submit.
Yes.
The only thing I've got is possibly using hold person on the guard, snatching the keys, and then getting her out. But question is, are the bars can we get through the bars?
Well, can we just knock
Well,
out the guard?
If you can
he's on the other
hold
side of
the
bars.
if you can hold person on the guard, I could squeeze through the bars, get his keys, open the door. So, yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
if you could hold him, that would be a help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like the hard part is that there's 2 barred doors before the
Right.
guard that are locked, most likely with the key. So yeah, like he would see you if you tried to just break down the door right away, so he would be pretty prepared. But if you do like hold him, that could work. That makes sense.
Right. And I can see him from where I'm standing, right?
Yeah, sort of like if you peek around the corner, like you can see him sitting in the chair inside these 2 doors.
Okay. All right. Vittori, go back over there and get ready. Give me a squeak when you're prepared, because this will only last for about a minute.
Okay, so I'm gonna run
If
back
it's-
up to the
if it's
guard and just hide near the guard so he hopefully doesn't see me, and wave at Argonis, like give him a little wave, like yeah, go ahead, cast the spell.
All right. I'm gonna cast another. This is gonna be second level. So I'll still wisdom save of 13.
Okay. Okay. You hold him.
Go for it.
And I snatch the keys. Would I be strong enough to even hold? Is it one key? Is it one key? Is it multiple keys? Would I be strong enough? So
Right.
many questions.
Okay, so this guard is frozen. You can see he's like paralyzed. He looks a little bit frightened because he has no idea what's happening, but he's held in place. Vittoria, you scramble up. You find on his belt loop is a ring of pretty heavy keys. There's a few on there. Roll me a strength check to see if you can pick them up.
Can you drag it over to us?
Yeah, that would be my best bet. I'm hoping I'm going to get a good roll. I fucking hate dice today.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
no.
I roll a net 1 plus
God!
2, so 3.
No! You kind of attempt to like lift these keys. You can't carry them. They drop down to the ground. So you
Can
you
I
can't
even
pick
drag
up.
them, maybe?
I'll allow you to drag it. I think you could drag it. It's very difficult, and it takes you. I'd say it would take you the minute to like drag these through the 2 bars. So this guard is slowly like breaking out of the hold. But you make it back to the party by dragging these keys along. That was tiring. It's leg day. Who wants the keys?
I'm just dropping down next to the ring of keys, and I just start crying a bit.
Claire's going to like as soon as he does starts crying, she's gonna pick up both him and the keys and like unlock the door and put Vittori on her head.
Okay. You unlock
I
the
hold
first door.
on to her hair.
But by the time you make it to the second door, the guard has woken up and he starts yelling. Men, back up! Back! They took the keys! They took the keys! They're here for the prisoner! He starts yelling because he can't get out now that you've taken his keys. He's sort of stuck in this room. But he sees you from the other side. He has a sword drawn. You can hear
Claire...
some shouts coming from behind you down the big hallway as these people hear him yelling. So
Claire
he's
is going
alerted the
to-
other guards.
Claire's going to quickly cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
Wisdom save of 15.
Okay. You rolled a 2.
Yes.
This guy's having a
Call
really
them
bad
off.
day.
Call them off.
He sort of goes blank-eyed a little bit. Just kidding. It was a joke.
April Fools.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
April Fools.
It's November.
Yeah, everyone else is like, wait, what? You hear like some talking from down the hallway, and some shuffling footsteps. You can't quite tell if they've left or if they're still coming towards you, but you don't hear any more like shouting from down the hall. But he's now charmed.
Okay, cool. Claire's gonna like open the door and just I don't know what else to do with the charmed person. We're
Disarm?
not here.
Okay.
We never were. We're just gonna take her and go. The princess asked us to. She's just gonna like
May I
Princess
suggest
asked you to take
something?
the prisoner.
yes. Yes.
What if, and this is another of my ridiculous ideas that probably won't work. What if we stick this guard inside the cell, make them swap clothes, so Gilm doesn't look like a prisoner anymore, but instead looks like a guard, and
Yes.
stick
I
this
love it.
stick this person inside the cell, lock the keys, or lock the door, throw away the keys, flip him off, and go away.
I think we should keep the keys, honestly.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, but at least make sure. At least make sure he'll never get out. Like break
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
lock so
Uh,
the door can't be opened anymore.
Claire's going to open the door and she's gonna be like, switch clothes with Gil.
Real quick.
Sorry, Gil.
Miss Magma.
Yes.
What race is Grim?
Gilm's an elf.
Gim. Is the all? Well, I mean, I guess that we could kind of hide the elf in clothing. So okay.
Yeah,
I
like
was like, oh yeah, we're gonna swap it out, and we're taking a dragonborn. Like, oh yeah, dragonborn
yeah.
dressed. I mean, that looks normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Greetings,
Gilm
citizens. I am
is
a
an
normal
elf.
guard.
It's one of those things where it's like the city has many different races. Most are human. Elf
Yeah.
is not like a rarity though, so she wouldn't like stick out like a sore thumb or anything for being an elven guard. The guards, if they see her face, would probably know that she's the prisoner, but in town it would probably be okay.
Right.
So yeah. Okay, so you order the guard to take off his clothes. He like strips down and hands his clothes to Gil. She looks so confused. She looks really confused, but kind of like understands what you're sort of doing. She, Corinth goes in, and like looks at Gilm. Good to see you. You look like shit. Gilm was like, thanks, Corinth. It's good to see you too. Good to see that you came for me, actually. I mean, that's surprising. For a thief. They kind of both laugh at each other. She quickly gets dressed in like the guard's outfit. Gives her like rags to this guard. They don't fit him, so they kind of just look like a little crop top and like little booty shorts. And he kind of just stands there in Gilm's really small outfit. Yeah, what?
Claire's going to look at Gilm and she's gonna say hi like really quickly and then just like, all right, we need to leave.
Gilm
Real quick,
Yep.
Hi.
can we find any charcoal and like draw a little mustache on Gilm so at least she's a little bit disguised?
Yes. You can find some charcoal and you draw a mustache on Gilm. She draws it nice and curly. She now has a charcoal mustache.
You really let us get away with way too much.
You really do.
She has sort of like
That's why we love you.
Corinth kind of quickly fills her in that you folks are also from Peekabou, and that you're like friends with the other people that they met in the Thieves City. So she's kind of been through this like chaotic mess before with other members of the party. So she kind of like sighs, just kind of nods, and draws the mustache on her face, shaking her head. and then looks at you all. Well, what's next in your really well thought out plan here?
Werewolf?
Getting you out.
That too.
Okay. Wait, did you say werewolf?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, about that. We'll explain on the way out.
Okay.
Yeah. You need
all
to
right
get
then.
out of here before they kill you. So let's haste.
Okay. You know what? We can talk about it after we get out. Let's get out of here. You folks lock the guard in his little crop top.
Claire's going to keep
in
the keys.
in the jail cell. Good. Okay. You keep the keys. You lock the 2 doors on the way out. You didn't see anybody follow up with the shouts that the guard made. They're still obviously back in sort of down the big hallway that you haven't made your way down. And I am going to swap on over to the other half of the party. Well, the smaller half of the party currently, who are wandering down the magical hallway. Okay, so let's switch on back over. That is Cirrus, Talia, and Hazel, and who else was down the hallway? Might have just been you folks.
I think it was just.
I think it was just.
Was
the three
Lena
of
with
you.
us?
Wait, that was
Oh,
there
Lena
too.
went there too.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lena, Talia, and Cirrus. You folks are at the top of these magical staircase, and you begin to make your way down to follow after Hazel. She's sort of like disappeared down the staircase. She didn't really listen to any of you, so once she said she felt the need to go in through this door, she went in through the door, went downstairs, and went into this room. Like, there was no hesitation. So you start going down these steps. Like I sort of said earlier, this area looks very clean. It's these really clean stone walls. They're almost like smooth to the point where you can barely see the outline of the stones in the walls. The floor is swept and mopped clean till it almost shines, and the light is bright and white with the flashes of blue, green, and red. You walk down these stairs and you find yourself in the opening of a huge room. It's sort of like octagonal in shape. It has the like 8 sides to the room. You sort of step out into the first part of it, which is a square before it gets into this octagon. The square in front of you has 2 silver desks. They're like metal desks covered in papers and a couple vials. On the walls to your left and right are shelves of books. In front of you, in this big octagon room, in the middle of the room is a huge pool of glowing green liquid, which is releasing this magical green light that is sort of reflecting off all the walls. Behind the green pool is a large basin of blue liquid in a glass container that's huge, probably like a 9-foot diameter. And then beside it is a identical one, except it contains a glowing red liquid. All 3 of these sort of liquids are giving off this magical light that is glowing off the walls. You don't see anybody in the room, but you can hear like whirring sounds from around you. On the opposite side of the room, on the sort of 2 sides of the octagon, is a door that leads off to the left and a door that leads off to the right. You see Hazel is standing next to this green pool and is staring into the liquid.
Hazel?
She sort of snaps out of... She seems like very mesmerized by this liquid that's in the pool. She looks back at you. Oh, hey. Is everybody okay? I'm sorry, I seem to have been distracted.
You're okay. Yeah. Everything, yeah, everybody's okay, I guess.
Where is everybody?
They went to get Gilm.
Okay. I feel bad. I mean, I should be with them, but I
No.
don't know what this is.
Have you ever seen this place before?
She shakes her head. This feels new. I don't think this was definitely not here when I was down here last. There was no door that led anywhere. I have no idea what this place is, but it's very strange.
Yeah, it must be magical because it can I don't. I mean, the door was like glowing. That was fun.
Talia and Lena, anything that you would like to say or do or look at?
Like, is there anything that I can kind of look at to see if I can figure out what kind of place this is? Because it is completely different from, like, the hallways and, like, everywhere else we've been hanging out.
Yeah. So you can see like the two desks that you kind of walk past as you come into this room are like covered in papers, and there's bookshelves full of like numbered books, things like that. So there's lots of like papers around you could dig through. There's the liquids. There seems to be like machinery kind of lining the walls that are giving off like the whirring noises. Like you can hear them. Something is working away. And then there are the two doors. So you're kind of welcome to look at any of those things.
Can I get closer to one of the liquids and see what happened if I put something in it?
Sure. What do you want to put in it?
I have. Can I put the end of my spear in it? Just like to touch it to see if it'll like
Sure.
dissolve it or anything.
Yeah, the blue and the red liquids are sort of contained, so they don't have an opening, but the green pool in the middle is sort of wide open. So you can definitely like poke your spear into that. Want to roll me a investigation check?
14.
Cool. You poke your spear and nothing happens.
Can I stick my hand in it?
You want to stick your hand in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll me another investigation.
11.
You stick your hand into this pool. You pull it up. You don't like feel anything. It doesn't burn you. It's a little bit slimy. You notice that it has some sort of plant-like substance in it that's been like ground up into the liquid. Do you want to roll me a nature check?
Yeah. See if I have a modifier.
I wish I was there right now.
I got a 20 plus 3 for my modifier.
You kind of take a look at this plant and you kind of can get a scent off of this thing. It's wolfsbane.
Oh,
I relay that information to everyone.
what? Okay, I don't know what wolfsbane is.
I don't know why it'd be here.
Isn't that the cure for lycanthropy?
Wolfsbane is something that can be used in different places, or is attempted to be used for things like curing lycanthropy.
Can I bottle it at all?
You
Are
could
there
want
any
it to, you
bottles
have-
like in
Yeah, there's tons. Lots of beakers, bottles with corks.
Can I grab one of the bigger bottles with corks and like scoop out some of the green liquid?
Okay.
Can I go look at the other two liquids? Is there like a lid on the top of them?
Yeah, they're kind of like, what it looks like is almost like, this isn't going to be very magical sounding, but a water bottle, that is put on like a water dispenser. So they look kind of like that, but they're glass, and then they feed into like pipes on the ground that lead off into the rest of this room. So there's no like lid on it, they're just contained in this big glass container.
Would I be able to? Because I have so I have shape water. Would I be able to see if I can try to get some of the water to like spill out of one of the other like containers, whatever, to see if it can spill out a little bit? So we can bottle it.
It's pretty sealed in there. So unless you want to break it, I'd say no.
I break it. Can I do frostbite at the top and make like a little circle? And then you use shape water to pull the water out. Like, water bend it out.
So you're trying to make like a hole in the top? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like frostbite, like a little, like...
In the glass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get away with that, please?
Sure.
Yes.
Can you roll just to see if you make a mess of it? As you make
To make a
of it,
mess?
yeah.
15.
Okay. You kind of freeze the top of the glass enough that you can shatter this little hole, but you do it and it's slightly below the liquid line. So which one are you doing, the blue or the red?
Blue?
Blue?
I feel like this is like a major. I feel like I'm supposed to pick the red or the blue pill.
You shatter like a little hole in the top. Some of the blue liquid spills out onto the floor and splashes all over the floor. You get this like strong, almost like fruity smell from it. It glows even when it's on the ground. This blue magical glow. You don't recognize the smell. You just like feel like it smells kind of fruity. A little bit gets on like your skin, but nothing happens. And you can access it if you want to get a little jar.
Okay, yeah, I want to use shape water and move a little bit of it into another like jar, I guess,
Okay.
and put that one in my bag with the green one. Can I do that again with the red one?
Yeah, roll me another mess check.
17.
Okay, a little bit cleaner this time. A little bit spills out, not a ton.
I'm scared of the red juice.
This one smells almost like spicy. Again, you can't tell what it is. Like, it doesn't... Not like the first one where you could sort of tell it was a plant. And you could see that. This is just a glowing red liquid. This one is a little weird, where when it kind of... It looks like a liquid when it's in the jar and when it's in this big container. But as it kind of splats onto the ground for like a split second, it turns almost jello-like before it goes into a puddle again.
So are they all... So the red and the blue, they're feeding... So it's feeding into the green, then?
They go into various pipes that run along the walls. If you want to roll me like an investigation check to try to see where the pipes go, you can.
I think that's 12.
Okay.
I would also like to do an investigation
Yeah,
check.
go ahead.
Pipes go into wall.
I also got 12, so.
Lena?
Lena, it's your turn.
Yeah, let's see if I can use my eyes. Oop.
Use my eyes.
13.
Okay. This is a convoluted mess.
This is a convoluted mess.
It looks like it should be straightforward, but these pipes are going every which way. They disappear into the walls at some points. Pipes come out of the walls at other points. There are pipes that lead into this green pool, but you have no idea which one they come from. If they even come from the red or the blue one, you can't tell.
Can we look through the files that are like nearby?
Yeah, there's like desks that have sort of papers all over them and some notebooks, and then there's like bookshelves with like numbered books.
Okay,
I'll look through the desk.
I'll look through the books while she looks through the desk.
Okay. Both roll me investigation check.
I once again got 12.
Okay.
And once again, I got 15.
Okay. They're pretty obvious. They're not really hidden, so it's just kind of like which one you pull out. So for Sirius, you take a look at the books, right? The books on the shelves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you pull out like one that's like numbered 13. Or was it 12? Number 12. You pull out number 12. You take kind of a skim through it. It has like dates listed in here. This looks like it's maybe a year or two old. It's almost like it's a listing of events that have happened. You can see that it says subject 207, irrational anger, failed experiment.
Can I see if there's like, can I look through and see what the highest number is?
Like in all the books? Can
Yeah.
you find the highest number? Sure, yeah. Like the highest number goes up to 27.
Can I pull that out and see what it says in it?
Sure. You pull out 27. In this, you see a little entry. It's like this book has just been started, so you see an entry here that says, large population tested, still no fix to issue from previous experiments, need to try again, no control over actions yet.
Can I go and find the first book and read what that says?
Yeah. First book that you look at has sort of an entry in it. It says, first experiment. Very excited. Crew is all on board. Testing on subject number 1. Cure administered. Subject exploded.
Oh,
Experiment.
Oh my
Eesh.
god.
Well then.
that went 0 to 100 real quick.
This is not
Yeah.
good.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not explosions.
Can I look at the... So you said the highest number was what?
27.
Okay, can I look at 26?
26 lists a few different experiments. One of them is experiment 234. Subject, slight control, isn't affected by cycle, lasted for 60 days before death.
Can I look at 25?
Yeah. You look at number 25. Subject 232. Lasted 52 days. Lost. Unsure of location.
Ooh, that's cool. That means that one could have survived.
That's cool. They went missing.
I don't know if
Um,
a series of failed experiments going missing is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talia, you're taking a look at the notebooks on the desk and the scattered papers.
Yes.
The ones here that you can see have various numbers and tables. In the notebooks, they're laid out scientifically. So there's sort of like dates on the pages. They're laid out with an intro, and they have like tables that are set out with amounts, dates, and times. They also have a few of the subjects listed on there. They're a little bit scattered, and they don't fill in all the information for you, but you do see like wolfsbane, increased percentage to 95%, increased mana 26%, and then you see like various dates, times, and when they've been administered.
Would it be stupid of me to try to drink one of the liquids?
Yes, it would. It would
Very
indeed.
stupid.
That would be one of the dumbest things you could do right now.
As you see like experiment number 1 like exploded, like I
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna drink this liquid. But up to you.
I have a
Um,
certain level
Nobody,
of
no,
worry.
Sirius is gonna be like, nobody touched any of the liquid because
I mean, a
And
little
this-
too late.
Yeah.
and this,
Talia like
yeah,
threw
but
away
Got
all
it
of
to
it.
probably a
put it,
spin, all three of
don't
them
put
did.
it in your body because this one says that the first test experiment, the person exploded. So
Well, what was the most recent one? Can't we, are there, like, measurements of each liquid that they mark down, like, what they did? What if we copied that and then see what happens?
Roll me like a perception check to see if you can find what looks to be the most recent date on these notes.
Okay. I got a 2 plus 3.
Ooh. It's not
My
organized
first
very
low
well.
roll.
Yeah, it's not organized very well, so you have trouble locating the most recent notes. They seem pretty scrambled.
Ooh.
can I see?
Yep.
I just want to say I
What
fit
is
in
it?
drink.
Is it investigation?
Perception, just to see if you can kind of calculate.
19.
Nice. You kind of scramble through the other desk and try to see if you can figure out which one has the most recent date. You find one that is from about 3 weeks ago, and that seems to be the most recent date that's on here. You take a read through, and it's got the amounts, and it also has on the top, it says number of subjects, 46. Administered.
I have.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I have a +6 in medicine. So if we could figure out what the measurements of each liquid is, and someone drinks it, I could. This lets medicine. Or the wisdom medicine check lets you stabilize a dying companion or diagnose an illness. Would I be able to use that? To, like, if something bad happens, like stabilize them?
Okay, no, to stabilize them. Okay, I was like,
Yeah, so
trying,
like if they're
gonna
take
drink
too
it, and then
much.
you're gonna say what they have, or okay, yeah, like if they were to be dying, you could stabilize them. Yeah, whether or not it would, like, if something really bad would happen, if you could like totally cure them, can't say
Honestly,
that, but you could stabilize them. Sure, I think that's how it works.
I
Who wants to
would
be the test
not
subject?
drink it.
you
No.
want me to drink it?
Can I put medicine on? Can I do the medicine check on myself?
I don't think so. You can't. Yeah, you can't stabilize yourself.
You guys have any modifiers to medicine?
I have like a 2.
Yeah, I also have it too.
What about Hazel?
For medicine wise, she doesn't have any proficiency in that.
General. I mean, is it really that bad if the princess turns into a wolf?
I will be willing to be the test subject. If you guys try and, like, if anything bad happens to me, please protect Hazel.
Why would you do this?
Yeah, what if Cirrus explodes?
Yeah,
If
I'm
we go
not.
based off what the recent book says.
I don't think your medicine modifier can save
I don't think
someone from
Nicole's mean enough
exploding.
to
I have
make
a
one of us
very good
explode.
medicine modifier, and I don't think I could protect you if you did the dumbest thing ever.
I've been getting high rolls, aside from that last one. A 26.
No!
Let's see.
I think we should do a vote.
I'm so confused.
Hazel, how badly do you want to cure?
Hazel was like once again mesmerized by this pool of green liquid. She breaks out of it again to look at you. Well, I mean, pretty badly if it would stop me from hurting people. You think that's what this is? I don't understand why they would be working on it here.
Remove curse would also work, and it's a lot less dangerous.
It's not as fun though.
Okay, but I would rather.
Claire, you're
Hazel-
not in the
We're
room.
not
I don't know. You're not in the room.
Oh, wait,
Claire.
I'm not even in the group. I don't know where everybody is. I am very confused.
You can advise them as a player, but you can't actually can't participate in the
Claire, who are you
conversation.
talking to?
Yeah,
Well,
just,
I'm
Claire's like,
confused.
stop! I said someone doing something dumb.
I mean, she does have the telepathic.
Right.
Just here's Hallian's like,
Telepathic,
no.
but it doesn't work right now. So
I can sense someone's making a dumb decision.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a wild guess.
I'm gonna just turn off my microphone
No,
until I'm called upon.
You don't have to.
I'm gonna-
Just you can advise as a player, but your character's not in the room.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. Say because the blue and the red were in locked containers, that they are the more dangerous substances, and the green one is in an open container. Right? Yeah, so
We
can I drink what's in the green?
no.
Because if it was dangerous, they wouldn't put it out in the open like that,
No.
right?
I will drink it, but
I want to drink it. I was
I
here
think
first.
no one should
No.
drink it.
Because you have the highest thing in medicine. Me and Lena do not have high things in medicine, and Hazel doesn't have anything in medicine. So
Fine, you can have this one.
okay, look at it this way. If I start dying, you will be the one helping me.
Oh, I have a proficiency bonus of +3, and wisdom/medicine is my proficiency. Can I add that on top of the +6? Is that what it means?
Okay, wait, say that again.
No, I think
I
it
have-
adds itself.
I have a +3 proficiency
Uh-huh.
on wisdom.
And are you looking at your sheet? And
You want me
where
to
it
post
says
my sheet?
medicine? I think it's already included. I think it does that for you.
Yeah, I think it
Let me see.
adds
Okay.
together your wisdom modifier and also your medicine modifier.
Yeah, for
Okay.
your like
To want
specific
it if
skills
it's-
like
if-
that.
If it's
Okay.
proficiency.
This might not. I have like so many sheets from Talia.
Oh no, I made a new one here.
Oh no.
I
Not
couldn't-
another one.
I
Talia
made a new
says
one
she
because I
has
couldn't
a
open the other ones.
Okay, but if you are looking at the sheet with the medicine, it will have been included already.
Yeah.
Posted in the Peekaboo one. Okay. Then I guess if I'm not allowed to drink it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, your medicine. Yeah, that's included.
Included?
Wisdom already. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
so like that would
Can
be pretty cool to have a plus.
Yeah.
to one of the pipes, are they like clear pipes or are they?
No, yeah, they are like solid pipes. That's why it was so hard to like track where the things were going. You can't see if it's the red or the blue liquid. Or green.
I have a bucket. No, I do not.
So I feel like the only thing we can do is, well, if the green is supposed to be like a cure, it wouldn't have an effect on us. So if one of us drinks it, we'll be fine. But if Hazel drinks it, it could help her.
But what if it doesn't help? And what if it makes her worse?
It wouldn't be out in the open if it was unstable. That's what I'm thinking.
But then why are they making this? What is it for?
What did the journal say again?
So the various journals just had the different subjects and little notes on them. The most recent ones said things like they survived 60 days, gained some control before they died, basically. Doesn't really say how they died, just that they died.
Some control.
So would that be on a continuous dosage? It
From what you
probably
can
doesn't say how
see-
much.
Yeah, when you compare it to the notebooks that are on the desks, it does look like it's administered over the course of a few days. Like you see sort of an initial dose that's a little bit higher, and then you see a couple like lower doses that are administered.
Okay, how about I'm gonna take all of the files that and like books that I can and put them in my bag.
Okay. Do you want to take like a smattering of them, or do you want to go for like the most recent?
I
say the first, the middle,
and
and
also
end.
the first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first three and which ones? Sorry, and the last ones?
And the last 3 maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you tuck the 6 books into your bag. Any of the notes or anything on the desk that you want to take?
Yeah, take the first
I
the first 3 and then the last 3 again.
I have samples of each liquid too in jars.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is we can take these and take each of the liquids like you already have. And
Why don't
we can just leave.
Why
And
don't we ask Hazel what she wants to do? Because it affects her more than it does us in the end, doesn't it? She's the one taking the cure.
It would be pretty bad for us if she exploded.
I don't
Why
want her
don't-
to die.
Well, Hazel's the princess, right? Why don't we obviously everyone, looks up to the princess and she has like a lot of power. What if we brought attention to this place, gave a mock version of whatever the green liquid is, and have her drink that, and if anybody steps forward,
But what if
like,
it's
we
by
can
the
tell.
king? What if the king's conducting this research?
We don't do it in front of the king then.
Hazel distracted by the pool again, so she's not participating in the conversation.
Whoever is making this, if they were instructed by the king, they wouldn't care if we are threatening to give it to the princess. The king is higher up.
They might care if we.
They're
If we
doing
tell them,
experiments.
if we threaten them that we're gonna ruin the batches, then they might be honest. We should just get somebody down here.
They can most likely make more.
Not if
Listen.
we take all of their books and their papers.
These people do not care. They are experimenting on living beings. They don't care if we threaten to give something that could be deadly to the princess. They probably would have, if they figured out that she was cursed by a werewolf, they probably would have taken her for testing. They don't care. And most likely, they can get more. They wouldn't put all of their supplies in here. This is just the room where they make some of the stuff, but they don't make everything here.
Roll me a perception check.
Me?
All of us?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
22.
I got a 16, 17, 18. And yes, I have to use my fingers again to count.
Okay, so what do we got? 18, 17?
I got
22
22?
and
Okay.
21.
21. Nice. All three of you at the same time hear a howl coming from the right-hand door across the room.
There's doors?
Yeah, there's 2 doors across the room.
Why have we not been going into the doors?
I don't know. I told you
20
about the
minutes trying to
twice.
drink something.
I go towards the door and I swing it
Yeah.
open.
Same.
Okay. You walk up to this door. It's like, it looks very futuristic, this door. It's metal. It has a little tiny kind of fogged up window in it, and a really solid handle. You are able to open it. It's not locked, and you swing it open. You step into a room. It looks like this is some sort of like area where they're keeping the subjects. There are 3 clear sort of cages lined along the wall. There is desks that line the wall with various sinks and cupboards full of equipment. And in the 3 cages, you see that they are occupied. 2 of the cages have full-blown werewolves. Completely in wolf form, they look almost rabid. They walk back and forth inside the cages, pacing. Their eyes are bright red. They are kind of howling and snarling at each other. The 3rd cage is the subject inside is lying on a pad on the ground, sleeping. They are currently in a human form. You open the door and are surprised by some sort of person that's dressed in a lab coat who is currently working at the sink. She looks up at you. She has giant goggles on her face, and she has gloves on as she is washing beakers in the sink. She looks startled. Excuse me. This is not somewhere where you should be. Who are you?
Who are you?
Pull out my scimitar.
There is no needs for weapons here. This is a place of science. Excuse me.
No. What is this? What is this place?
You're a place of science.
This is the Royal Laboratory. Explain yourself.
So this Does the king instruct you?
She looks kind of like taken aback. Yes, this is the laboratory of the castle. Of course he instructs us. The
What
king
is
and
this
queen
place?
fund us. This is where we pursue intellectual issues. She kind of thinks to herself.
What's the green stuff?
That's not information for you. That's our
It is
research.
information for us now.
Can I have Harry run up and try to like intimidate her?
Sure.
I give him my intimidation modifier.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. Harry kind of jumps up onto the counter, runs over, and starts like growling at her. He's so cute, but it looks ferocious. She drops a couple of the beakers in the sink, and they shatter, and she steps back. What is going on here? What are you doing?
So funny how you experiment on werewolves and yet you're scared of an otter.
To be fair, Harry's very scary.
I know everything about my werewolf subjects, excuse me, and who said they were werewolves? But also, I don't know anything about this rabid animal here. Could have diseases.
He does not have diseases. He is an aristocrat.
Harry adjusts his hat.
Fix his bow tie.
Yeah.
What's in the green container?
That is
Ask me again.
classified information. I'm not telling you.
So would it be bad if
I'm gonna put my scimitar to her neck.
Oh god.
Can I go over to one of the doors and like go to unlock it with one of the werewolves?
Don't touch that!
I wonder
Then
what would
tell us what's
happen
in the
if
thing.
we just, I don't know, put the blue into the green, and then also put all of the red into the green. Put all of it together. And then threw one of the wolves in there. I wonder what would happen. Tell you.
Okay, I hate to do this, but my roommate is locked out and I have to go open the door.
Oh man.
So we are gonna have
It was
to
getting intense.
end the session here so I can go open the door. I'm so sorry.
Oh, come
on.
So we are currently threatening the lab assistant in the werewolf room. The rest of our party has gotten Gilm and is escaping. I promise we will be back to the session soon, but my poor roommate is locked out and broke her foot yesterday, so I really have to go.
Oh no.
Okay, everybody.
Why did you break her foot? That's not
right?
nice.
Yeah, why'd you do that to her, Nicole?
I know. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining today. And I
Thank
know
you.
we did run in past the 3 hours, so thank you so much for hanging around. I know, like, Ivan had to go and everything, so I super appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
Everybody,
I'm still here.
okay, hi. Everybody have a super rest of your day. Get some sleep, Mikey, and we will see you super soon. Join the Discord if you're interested in joining the campaign or just hanging out with us. That dice contest finishes up today. If you have anybody else you can throw over here to follow or want to throw in some couple bits or anything for the end of it so I can enter you into the contest, go for it. Otherwise, have yourselves a super wonderful day, and we'll be back super soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.